Going live now, so be careful of the language. Oh, we're live now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real careful.
I won't swear.
I pressed the did I press the right button?
Always very careful. Yes, we're live. It said live on my screen.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't know how to do this anymore. It's been so long. Yeah. I'm not sure. Hello, everyone. Hello, everybody. I don't know how many people we've got.
0.
You all look very enthused and full of energy for a Sunday.
We are.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that it's Sunday.
Who said energy? I don't have any energy. I left it at home.
I told you to bring energy along to this celebration live stream.
Well, I've got energy. I take speed.
There you go.
Every morning, 36 milligrams of a product called Concerta, which is an amphetamine. And apparently I'm so hyper, it actually calms me down.
What about that? And that's on the up and up, too. The doctor give you that, right?
I was going to say, that's prescribed.
Yeah.
You can't beat that.
And because I'm over 60 in the UK, I get my prescriptions, my medication is free.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How about that?
Wow.
I'll be getting free trample soon.
No, America's a free country, but we don't get any free medicine.
I think you meant to say taxed instead of free.
Yeah.
Well, I had good news today. If you want some, I know you've got a big announcement, Hayden, but I've got a little bit of fun. It's that I spoke to the landlord today about extending my antenna field.
Oh, nice.
And last year, Wendy gave him a bottle of. He did a really big favour, and we bought him a bottle of Jameson's whiskey.
Nice.
He'd done such a big favour, literally saved us thousands. When he said, "Why don't we push the boat out and buy?" She showed me, like on Amazon, and it was It was like you could have bought a crate of Jameson, right, for the price. It was about £185, so getting on for $200. And so I bought him this bottle, but it was only in the middle of January. He came running up to me one day and he went, "That Jameson's you bought me is fantastic. I mean, it really is lovely, you know." he must have thought, "This is really nice. So I'll go on the internet and see if I can get a few more." So I said to Wendy, because I want another big favour this year. I said, "Get him another one of those bottles. It's just arrived. It's in a box over here."
Good stuff.
So
good stuff.
As we're chatting, I said, and don't worry, John, we'll bribe you as normal. And I want to do this and the other. And he said, "Yeah, I don't see a problem in that."
That's
300, about another 100 metres down the field. It means I can get big array into the USA, like on 80 or 40 and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
And John Gendron, he made me a lovely triangular switch box, ideally for like 40 metres, but I could even put that on 80 if the field is big enough, for putting a triangular array in.
That's Irish whiskey, right? Isn't that Irish whiskey?
Yeah.
It is.
They know their whiskey, so it should be pretty good.
Yeah.
I think if you're a ham radio operator, bribery is one thing that you really need to practice, especially with your neighbours.
Definitely.
I've got some Jameson. Now I want to go drink
undervalued skill set.
Yeah.
I'm
putting up a 300-foot tower. Here's some whiskey.
Don't tell the HOA
that. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Now, Carlos, and he ain't here, so I'll talk about him. Carlos got a deal with his neighbor because he has his antenna in the neighbor's backyard. And at one point, he had his nebula in the neighbor's backyard.
Is that right?
That was because the wind pushed it over there.
And then the wind, no. He had it over there, and then the wind killed it. But no, it was legit.
He had a hurricane, didn't he?
Not in Indiana. Tornado, maybe.
He called it
pretty
called
close.
it some weird word.
Deretro or something.
Lots of wind.
Derecho.
Yeah, that thing.
There's medication for that as well.
That's millennial. That's millennial for tornado.
Yeah, that's right. Had a nader. A nader hit his house.
Right.
That's Alabama for tornado.
He's like, "This is Derecho." Where is Carlos? He didn't get an invite.
He got the invite. He just hasn't turned
He's
up
too
yet.
good. He's too good.
Couldn't
to
be
show.
better things to do.
Better things to do. That's right.
Jumping out of
Carlos,
planes
come on,
and stuff
son.
like that.
Gotcha.
Actually, it's nice to have another one just for the aesthetics of the screen.
Oh, it's annoying, isn't it?
You have 9.
I'll go get my dog.
Right. We can always drop someone off.
Well, yeah.
Oh, no, it didn't work.
The wrong man.
Hang on.
We don't know how to run this.
Someone else can run it. T.O.'s got full privileges.
Okay.
Where's
just
Joe
can't
Brett?
stop
Joe
it.
Brett should be in here.
YVY.
This is the stream that doesn't end.
So we're 5 minutes in, and because I don't want people who watch in the replay to watch through an hour before I actually make the big announcement.
Yeah.
So the big announcement is that I've actually, so for those that don't realise, I do work a full-time job. Despite the comments that are in YouTube that people say, oh, you make a lot of money off Ham Radio. I'm sure a couple of you guys have heard that before.
Yeah.
But no, I work a full-time job, and I've reduced my hours down now so that I can have more time to dedicate towards ham radio videos, which I've needed some time. Needed a lot of time. So
it's about time you push some decent content out, eh?
Right. Oh, by the way, it's mandatory if you turn up today that you need to roast everyone. It doesn't matter who it is. You need to roast, and especially me, you need to roast, because that's what we did last time, wasn't it, Ape? And it worked out well.
It did. But you're this is from the hand model job. You're reducing your hours.
Yeah.
No, that was my job. You're getting your people confused, Ape.
Don't tell everyone.
I thought you guys
tell
worked for the
everyone
same
what my
agency.
full-time job is.
Or you're
You're going to go on LinkedIn and find it.
hand and foot modeling on only hams. Is that
Yeah.
So now, what rating are we getting? Are we still keeping this stream G, or are we going late rated R, like NC-17? Where are we at here?
It's
Are there
for
settings
Disney
where
at the moment.
After 5 minutes, it's PG, and then it'll move on to M a bit later on. We might even get a little bit
M.
Mature?
mature.
That's not us.
Do you, I don't know
I
what
was gonna
ratings
say,
you
yeah.
have over there. We've got parental guidance and mature,
Huh. There's
and
only
then
two.
R.
that's all you have over
Restricted.
there in the
No, we
UK
have-
down under?
We have MA 15 plus as well, mature audiences.
At 15,
can't
I
watch
guess they
the
grow
boys
fast.
there.
They grow fast down in
They
Australia.
have to. Ain't nothing
We're
else
not
to do down
mature
there.
enough in America. We have NC-17. I don't know what the NC means, but
See,
no
I'm
children.
surprised Ape is saying down there instead of over there, because the world is flat.
Caught you.
yeah, what's
Caught
going
you.
on there?
Busted.
You can still have down on when you hold the map in your hands like this. I swear, you people. Next thing you know, you're going to be saying that global warming.
Does,
I just don't understand.
global cooling.
does it depend on the orientation? Does it?
Right. Well, when you're holding it the way that God intended, on the
Abe
map,
doesn't
you have
know-
an up part of the
Abe
map,
don't know
then
his
you have
own
a down part of the
orientation,
map.
So
Did you
Right.
speak to Jesus about that?
I don't need to.
No.
It's just natural.
The map is always up.
Talking about maps, Tom from Zero RMY was telling me years ago in the Gulf War, he was about to be briefed with there was going to be a general and a dozen sort of guys around this big table, and the guy came in with a big tube of paper and laid it out, right? And it was sandpaper. It was the desert. Didn't go down very
Jim.
well with the general.
Jim, you're right. Yeah, so cutting back my work hours. I know that it's going to be a lot of fun and challenging, and you have some sort of financial burdens on that, but it's all good. I want to enjoy my life a little bit better than it is at the moment. So,
Are they going to
You
miss
can have
you
a
at the
particular
all-male
day off?
massage parlor?
sorry.
Are they going to miss you at the all-male massage parlor now?
Well, that was part of the hand modeling, wasn't it?
I was going to say, that sounds like a voice of experience.
happy ending hand model and massage parlor.
No more. Nope.
Yeah.
HH.
What else do they do at that company?
Well, see, I lied. See, they used to be open
happy
5
hands.
days a week, and then they cut back to 4 days a week. So I didn't really cut back. They cut back their opening hours. So that was what it was.
They're testing
Hayden,
to see
you
if they-
haven't structured time off. Like, is it Fridays or?
Yes. So it's going to be every Monday. So at this time, around about this time, I'm actually going to start doing streaming again. I know Tio's been on my back about streaming a lot, so I'm going to start doing some streams. We're going to be talking about technical things, helping new hams getting into amateur radio, the same sort of stuff that we did, except at a better time for me, because when we used to stream, it used to be midnight my time. So going to do that, and then use the rest of the day to do some other videos. So yeah, every Monday, and Sunday obviously for you guys. So yeah, should be good.
Hey, can you walk us through the conversation with the old lady and how you explained that this was a good idea?
That you're not going to work one day a week.
No, the conversation went, "Hey, I want to take a day off so I can do more YouTube." Oh, okay. That's how it
Look at
went.
that.
Yeah.
And
Very
how long have you
supportive,
been
very
married,
supportive.
Hayden?
Hayden wears the pants over there, I take it.
He says
Let's
not
not-
married.
Let's not talk about that, T.O. That's in a former life.
You can get away with different things when you're not married.
You can.
They're all
she's,
supportive until you put a ring on it.
She's very supportive. So yeah, that's good. She said, "Yep, support you." And she actually saw the 25,000 post that I put on Instagram because she only follows me on Instagram. She doesn't follow me anywhere else.
Probably
And
better anyway.
and she said, "Congratulations on 25,000." I didn't even realize. So that's all right. I've only been telling you for the last 2 weeks. So
Yeah, see, I didn't know at first either because I only follow you on Instagram as well.
You follow him?
How do you again?
Just on Instagram for the hand pics.
Yeah. Right. Well done there for asking that question, Smokey. So tell me, Hayden, you make videos as well? I want to see how high in microwave do they go up? I mean, that presentation you put out, was it 56 gigahertz or something? I can't remember.
Higher. 134 gigahertz.
How big's the antenna like this?
But that's
Very,
like
very-
death
it's-
race. Like
It's on a
frequency,
PCB.
right?
It's tiny.
Yeah.
Let me
you can
find
vaporize.
It'll
let me find
penetrate
the-
you.
When is the new DX Commander Death
Excuse
Ray
me?
antenna coming out?
What are you talking about?
You wouldn't even notice, Jim.
That's right. That's right.
I think we
I'll
should
find it.
make, Mike, a tiny DX Commander, look, a little metal mag mount with all these little hedgehog spikes for 2.4, 5 gigahertz.
10.
That'd
Yeah.
be great.
And then
Yeah.
attach it
DX
to an IC
A
905.
DX lieutenant,
DX Lieutenant.
There you go.
or should I
There's
say
his,
lieutenant?
Uh-oh. Come on, Hayden.
Hold on. Here's
You need some help with
here's the end. Here's the antenna is actually on the chip, so
Wow.
it's that small. That's
what
a
she
full,
said.
That's a full radio. That's a,
Crikey.
I knew
pill.
somebody was going there.
That's a blue pill.
It's what I do.
so
That's
pretty
a nano, right? That's the Arduino Nano.
It is. That's a
How
the
much,
nano
how much
is.
power's on that thing?
Oh, I can't remember what it was. What she said.
1.21
Watch my
gigawatts.
video, Jim, and you'll find out.
gotta
Hayden,
skip
you
through
don't
part of
use,
it.
do you use like a waveguide or something, or how do you amplify that signal with a coax jumper lead into some sort of amplifier, or what?
No, so I think he just mounts this at the front of a dish, at the front of a
Oh,
parabolic
I
dish.
see. Straight
So
onto
the
it.
whole thing just sits at the front. Yeah.
Oh well, that's yeah.
So
Not much transmission loss then.
No. Hardly. And then connects that to a PC, and then can control the radio over the PC, and can connect to microphone and do all sorts of stuff. So
Hayden, remember what we do when super chats come in?
He hasn't.
I remember. Thank you, Don.
No, I can't. Why is it always me?
Because you're the best answer out of all of them.
That was perfect.
Hayden, you got to make a meme out of that one, dude.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful,
gonna be
man. Joe Brett, I hope
Whatever
you're
that
on
is.
the
Brett.
Joe Brett,
you
grab
need to
that.
be on the screen grabs, buddy.
YVY's there.
Oh, he's there.
Joe Brett.
Joe Brett's always there. You know how 5-0 is.
Thanks,
He's like
thanks, Don.
he's-
That's
he's like a
very generous,
rash.
Don. Thank you.
He's like a rash. He never really goes away.
You put some lotion on it, it just doesn't go
It
away.
just hides it.
Right.
Dear, oh dear. All right. Well, to keep the conversation, let's go around the room. Hello to everyone. What have you been doing? Start off with T.O. You're the first on the screen that I can see. What have you been up to?
I've been making videos. Remember what that's like, Hayden?
All right. On to you there, Cal.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
I can put myself back. It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
That's where you messed up.
So you've been making videos. What's it?
Yeah.
You've been doing a lot of fart videos, haven't you?
I have. I've taken these radios that have these SWR scanners built in, and I've been testing to see what their output power is like. And so far, the worst offender is the ICOM 705 at 10 watts out on an SWR scan.
That's awesome.
On out of band. Ooh.
No, in band.
Oh,
But
in band.
on a
Well,
test.
The thing is when you did that though, you were on a tuned antenna, right? So it was near resonant on those frequent in that sweep, or was it off?
I was on a DX Commander.
Would be interesting to see is how much it folds back if you do it on a non-matched load. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah. So the way I
Callum
ran
and I
the-
are antenna people. We understand this kind of stuff. The rest of you people, I'm not so sure about.
to catch everybody up, the way I ran
You
it
should,
was
write to us,
0%
we'll-
power out, gave very little SWR and very little power out, and then 5 watts out gave 5 watts out, and then 10 watts out gave 10 watts out. So you can see that the radio is increasing power as you ask it to increase power, and there should be some hard upper limit where it's like, all right, you've exceeded the use case of test equipment. You're no longer authorized to do this kind of thing.
Right.
Thanks, T Ray.
I'm just going to freeze. I'm just going to freeze from now on, so it ruins it.
Right.
I'll use that one.
There you
Fade to
go.
black.
Fade to black. So you got some more videos coming out on that then?
Yeah, I'm going to do the Nano VNA next. Then I'm going to do the IC 7300, and I don't know what comes after that. I'm kind of running out of radios.
What? You can't be running out of radios.
I was gonna say you got a 7100, a K2. You know.
We're running out of radios with SWR scanners.
Okay.
Do you find because I think a majority of you have 7300s. I've seen a lot of people say they don't put out 100 watts. They put out
Usually
like
more.
70 something.
No, it's
Usually
more.
more.
Than
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
mine,
heard some
I think
people
does
complain
like
they don't put
110.
out enough.
Yeah, the 7610 does for sure. It's like 110, 115.
Yeah. On all bands.
You're getting some bad information there, Hayden.
Oh, it was only on Facebook, mate. It was completely,
it's
completely
gotta be.
legit.
Totally legitimate. You saw it on Facebook. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, you have a
Facebook's getting-
7300.
I do have a 7300. I haven't put it on a power meter though. I should do that.
Oh, all right. I got to do the 7100. The chat has spoken.
Oh, but it says it'll sweep.
Yep. Probably will.
Expect that video out Tuesday.
Cal, what have you been up to?
So I've been on a 160 meter mission because we got a tree line, and I'm nearly committed to putting a dipole up, and realised I couldn't quite fit it in. I'd have to make it linear loaded, and then I thought actually I could just take a big shortcut, fly a fishing line up with my drone, and just pull up an end-fed half wave for 160. And then I thought, well, if I'm doing an end-fed half wave for 160, why don't I make it a double end-fed half wave? Because I think there should be some gain on the higher frequencies in the direction, a bit like a beverage, but then I'd have to make it too low. Oh, I went all around that. I've been all around the houses on that one. And in fact, it's delayed me. You know how you want to do a video and you think, oh, do I do it this way? Do I do it that way? I actually polled my viewers, and a lot of them wanted an inverted L off the signature 12.4, but it would cock up the 12.4 then. So I
For
might do an inverted
160?
L, but I'd need to put a ground down. But I see a dipole is so much easier. But the trouble is, you after 80 meters of real estate, just under, if it's end-to-end dipole. But if I folded the ends all the way back in, I'd probably be into about 75% of that. So I could, instead of 40-meter legs, I could do like 30-meter legs. But then everything just becomes a bit heavy, and then you got to.
You need some serious tension, right?
Well, yeah, but I could probably just string it through the trees. But you would need some serious tension. You're absolutely right. I've got this Kevlar cord wire which should hold up. And then 2 years ago this month, we left the old farm, and I put a call out for anybody who wanted to support the project because it was going to be quite expensive. And funnily enough, I managed to download all the names of all the people who donated, because there was 650 of them. I finally ended up into a spreadsheet, and then I finally managed to get it into Adobe Premiere. I tell you what, getting 650 lines of text into a scrolling like film credit. I mean, I thought my computer was quite fast here, and the thing ground to a bloody halt.
Ouch.
It was uneditable, put it that way. So I had to do that at the very end. And it's actually a Christmas Day video that comes out. I showed it to Wendy. She was very, very excited. She was going, Lockie, come and have a look at what Dad's done. So it's just a nice thank you.
Do you have much noise on 160? You wouldn't have much out
I
there,
haven't
would
a
you?
bloody clue because I haven't got an antenna for it.
I thought you might have just hooked up the, maybe the 12.4 or something just to listen.
Yeah, it's okay. It sounds okay. I mean, we are in the middle of the countryside. During the week, some frequencies are a bit, because, there's 100 little mini factories, But some days it's actually quiet. So.
Well, I tried the, who is it, Mike, M0MSN. I tried his base-loaded coil to get my classic on 160.
Oh, and that worked in the end, did it?
It worked in the end. I managed contacts out to 400 or 500 miles.
Okay.
But the band's pretty noisy where I am, so yeah.
But on the big contests, you've got to remember that there's some big stations who do all the heavy lifting. I know what you want to do.
You're not going to get away with it.
Quick.
I own it, man. I own it.
You own it.
Ladies are going to be knocking the door down.
Don't hurt your
Since
back.
you're not wearing a
Jim.
blue shirt.
Yeah. What?
I have
Yeah,
more. I can't wear
he
green
went with the
on
Molson
camera. It
Black.
doesn't work.
It's
He just
chroma
chroma keyed. Yeah, you're right. Chroma keyed.
Evaporate.
What's going on with your background? You've got a very animated looking background.
I love it.
It's a lab. It's a lab.
What's in your locker?
I was gonna say it looks like a gym locker.
People.
Yeah.
Dead people.
Parts. Just
Of people.
Parts.
What?
Arms,
Parts of what?
arms, legs.
Parts of stuff.
Legs, hands.
Oh, he's embraced digital. Fingers, toes.
That's right.
John
Here we
Gendron.
go again. This one's
Okay.
Tio's favourite.
Even I would dance for Mr. John Gendron.
Why does it keep going on?
Tio.
Just what I needed.
That's right.
What was that was going on?
You've seen that before, Hayden.
I have. It's fantastic.
Oh, Cal's stripping. We need music for this.
Dream.
Bow chicka wow wow.
Hey, Mike, your camera's really looking good today. Would you get a new
terrible.
camera or something?
No. This camera sucks.
blur-
I am getting a new camera today. So
The blur cam.
it's,
Maybe some
no, that's
powder
just
on
how I
that.
look.
Some powder on that forehead, son.
This is the worst camera in the world. It's a Logitech
What have you been up to?
Stream Cam.
That
What have you
stream
been up
cam.
to,
You can
Mike?
use
Yeah.
this one. I make
You've been
YouTube
on 10
videos.
meters.
I have
Yeah.
been on 10 meters.
Much
So
better.
now I gotta look
There's
up.
Mike.
So it's terrible. We'll see what happens. I got this new camera coming in, man. It's probably still gonna suck, but what are you gonna do?
What did you get? What do you have coming in?
I don't know. Something I got off Amazon. It's supposed to be.
It sounds
4K.
like he's being tight-lipped about it, boys. You don't want to.
No, I really don't know. I'm an Amazon reviewer, so I can just get stuff for free. So I saw it and I was like, I'll try it out.
There you
It
go.
can't be any worse than this one.
Or he's like, oh, the Chai
tell you that
Cam,
much.
the Chai Cam 2023
Don't
is
point
out.
at me.
I thought maybe it was a Swedish made. Well, never mind.
Hey, before we continue, I know Kyle has to duck off, so maybe we'll just say hello to Kyle because he's been a bit quiet sitting on the moon there.
Yeah, I just wanted to congratulate you on 25 grand. That's awesome.
25 grand? No one's given me 25 grand.
Oh, they haven't? Oh, well.
No, not yet.
I thought
Need a few
Mike
more
told
super
me.
chats.
Yeah, Mike told me that he was donating 25 grand to you.
We don't need
No.
we don't get
25
that. If someone wants to
25,000
donate 20,
internets.
if someone wants to donate 25 grand in the super chat, then I'll split it to everyone here on the stream. All right.
There you go.
Do it.
That's
do you
for the
mean?
off chance that Mr.
Duck
Beast
off.
is watching or something.
What does that mean?
That
Duck
would be
off.
funny.
Duck off.
25 grand coming in. Does
he
anybody
does
here
need to-
personally know Mr.
Mr.
I'll
Beast is
text
like,
him.
well, I was going to give you 100 grand, but
No,
That's right.
but Jason from Ham Radio 2.0, I think he thinks he does, but he's always tweeting to him or doing something.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
So thank you, Kyle. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
Very good. Thank you.
I hope Elon's not watching. I'm not a fan
Oh, he
of
could
Elon.
get a couple of million.
He might buy your
Yeah.
show out.
He might give me a share in Twitter, and then it will crash.
Elon could buy my show out.
Everybody's
Yeah,
upset with him, and I don't know if I didn't
I'm
read
not.
the news article. Like, I don't know why.
don't
What did he
care.
do?
Burn it down, son. Burn it down.
Don't care.
You don't read the
breathes
news, eh?
today.
I do
All right,
read
I'm
some
getting out
of
of
it.
here. See you later, guys.
See you.
Take care,
See you,
Kyle.
Kyle, all the best, mate.
Thanks,
Bye-bye
Kyle.
now.
I read some of it. I read the stuff that looks important, but I don't know if Twitter is important news or not.
No.
Not so
Well,
much.
now
That's
now,
how they
see,
get you.
Well, see, now with the freedom of speech and everything on Twitter, you can say that the Earth's flat and you can get away with it. So
I've been saying it the whole time, and nobody said anything about it.
Because you
Have
didn't
you,
get
have you
$8,
had,
isn't it?
has anybody here had a flat Earth nutter just won't leave you alone on your
Yeah,
chat and your comments?
This one right here.
Hold on a second.
There.
It's not. Listen, it's not me. I don't go. Everybody asks
Nutter.
me about it being flat.
Nutter.
I don't go
That's
around and
right.
tell everybody, "Hey, did you know? Did you know it's not round?" I don't tell anybody that. Everybody comes to me about it.
He pushes all sorts of flat earthist wackadoodle stuff in Discord. Sends
Well,
pictures
that's
of flat
different.
Earth.
That's my private room in Discord to do what I want. And as
It
an
doesn't say
American,
flat
that's my
Earth
right.
whacker.
As an American, that's my right to post what I want on Discord, and
Oh,
you
here we
have
go,
to
as an
accept it.
American.
You have to accept it.
I still can call you a whacker. I mean, you accept it. I don't have to accept it. I just
I'm
can
not
call you
doing
a
any
whacker.
whacker stuff.
Nutter. That was the word Cal used. I like that word. That's a great
Nutter.
word.
Who's
That
a
means
nutter?
something different over here.
Does it?
It's very contextual.
Oh, okay.
It's like
does
solder
nutter
and
mean?
solder.
Solder.
Solda.
Well, that's said
Yeah,
differently.
but a
though.
solder
Nutter's
is
said the
something
same way.
different in the UK.
Oh.
One who sods.
John Gendron thinks that the word nutter is perfect for a flat earther.
See,
Nutter, yeah.
John, same page.
I guess he's
buddy.
going to start talking about global warming next.
Big ball
John's
of fire
good
in the
people.
sky.
Well, so hang on a second. You can't have flat Earth and global warming.
That's what I'm saying. They're both fake.
Global.
That's right. It would
Globe.
be
Oh,
called flat.
It
Flat.
would be like more like a hot plate.
It's exactly
It's like
right.
a fry pan.
Very insightful of you.
We're tackling the big issues today on this stream. I love
Wow.
Hayden, since you're doing a round robin on what
Yes.
people have been up to, you haven't told us what you've been up to.
Good
That's
call.
because
missed
I'm
yourself
last. That's
out.
being polite.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we gotta remember, it's got most of it is Americans on here, though, so forget the polite.
Yeah, we don't need no stinking polite.
No, well, I kind of did say what I was doing.
I
Quit half
quit
my
your
job. No,
job.
I haven't quit.
Yeah.
Quit my job. No, I haven't quit half my job. No, actually, in the next couple of weeks, I'm about to go overseas for the first time ever. And I will be away for a few weeks, and then I'll be back in the new year, and then that's when we'll start the live streams. There's a couple of things that I've got going on, like the 12.4 signature build. That's big on my list to do.
Lovely.
I got the Buddy Hex video, which I've also got to do, and I've got a few other bits. Want to do some training videos for new licensees here in Australia, so I've got to do that. So yeah, quite a
that's
few
nice.
things to do.
So the first time in forever, you're going out of the country.
Yep.
I would have figured somebody as worldly as you has been out of the country a few times.
Nope.
It must be all internet.
Yeah, it's just all
Where are you
been
going?
internet hoaxes. Going to New Zealand.
So
Okay.
that's like about 100 miles away, right? You just gotta fly over water.
That qualifies as
I mean, it's like going from England to France. Cal can
You're
drive,
already in
except for the
Tasmania.
water, he could drive to France. I mean,
It's
about
like
a minute.
but remember it's flat, so the Earth's flat, so
Flat.
I can just
okay, but on my
Go
flat
straight
picture, they still like Tasmania's at the bottom and New Zealand's up toward the right or something. I mean,
But where does the water run off if it's flat?
I'm
Yeah,
not a
just-
nutter.
It's all downhill.
I'm
isn't it?
not a nutter. That's over
No.
there.
Yes, you are.
Well,
There's a
I'm
wall
hoping I can
around
catch up
it.
with.
No, I'm not.
I'm
Maybe
hoping
you sit
I can
around
catch up-
watching Battlestar Galactica in your Columbia shirt and your short pants. Don't tell me that's not nutty behavior. That's
Don't watch-
deviant behavior as far as it goes.
That's the
I don't
only way.
watch Battlestar Galactica. It went off the air.
Hayden,
You
what
probably got
are
it
you
on
going to New
VHS.
Zealand for?
I'm going to try and catch. Well, I'm not for the reason, but I'm going to try and catch up with Rolly while I'm there.
Okay.
So we
cool.
might be able to see him because I'll be
Nice.
I'll be in his neighborhood. Maybe Chris. I don't know what Chris is doing. Chris has been very busy. Radio runner, that is.
Oh yeah.
I kind of think he doesn't want to. I kind of think he doesn't want to meet me because you're not supposed to meet your heroes.
Right. It changes things.
Yeah, it does.
Because you'll be disappointed.
Yeah, that's right.
I met
So
Steve.
It was
Which one?
T.O.
Yeah.
Well, hell,
Both
both
of
of
us,
them, as far as
actually.
that goes. Both of them. I was like,
So
he
is
seems
this
so
a
much
business
cooler on the
trip?
internet.
Is
No,
this a
not
business
business.
trip, Hayden?
No, this is going over for Christmas and
Okay.
and meeting my partner's family for the first time. So,
Oh, nice. Okay, got it.
well, parts of her family for the first time.
Parts of a family. Well,
the
she
top
like
half or the
dismembered
bottom
some
half?
of them.
Just like arms and legs,
Just
or
the bottom half.
Yeah,
You know, they
just in-
mob or something, and this is like
yeah,
a big
they're in.
thing.
Yeah, they're all in your locker.
Okay, yeah.
that's
I
why they
wanna
call
know
it a Foot Locker.
I want to know what's written on the side
There's
of his
some
locker
strange
there.
noises coming out of there.
Some text on his locker
Craig has
door.
something he wants to say to you.
Thank you, Craig.
Craig.
He needs some milk.
He's not frozen, folks.
You're not frozen. You
Come on,
can't
man, it's getting
lie.
tired to hold it like that.
That was pretty good, though.
That's
Oh,
great.
Ray's comment's quite nice. So Ray says, "Callum's my hero. Meeting him is just great."
I paid him to say that.
I hope it wasn't a
The
lot of money.
reverse super chat.
Yeah.
I refunded him.
The other thing is Chris is in the South Island too, so I'm going to the North Island. So Rolly lives in Auckland,
Yeah.
and I'll be flying into Auckland, and then I'll be traveling out of Auckland. But then later on, traveling back, so I'll be able to hopefully catch up with him sometime. Rolly's such a nice guy. He even sent a message to me. He said to me, "Oh, I can come down and visit you where you're staying," and I said, "That's like 4 hours away by road." And he's like, "Yeah, I might be able to come down and see you." So
He's got a
anyway,
private
hopefully I can
driver.
catch up with. Hopefully I can catch up with Rolly. So that'd be good.
Well, Hayden's
CW
apparently got a
all
ton
the
of
way.
cash from the hand job. I mean, hand model job.
Well, that was a
Jim-
Freudian slip there.
So he's
Jim, this isn't your other chat rooms you hang out in. This is trying to celebrate an accomplishment here for Australian ham.
My backstage sensor just exploded. Couldn't hit the beat button quick enough.
So, okay, well, enjoy.
Kieran,
Have
yes,
fun.
you do need a passport. So back to Mike. That's all. That's more. That's
did I
enough
do?
about me. What have you been up to? We didn't finish you off.
Oh yeah,
No happy endings for Mike.
Wow.
Talking
This
about
went
what Jim
down real
said.
fast.
I was so
That means something
rudely.
different in Australia.
That means
Does it?
something here
Hayden's
too.
like, "Hey Mike, what's going on with you?" "Oh wait, screw you. Let's go talk to Kyle." I would have done the same thing though. Kyle's a much more interesting person than I am.
He plays tennis.
He's gone now. You don't need to say that.
It's okay. There's team replay.
He sees you when you're sleeping.
Yes, he does. So I have been spending the last few days building up my cache of Big Geek battery boxes for sale. We've gone through the first batch and now we're on the second. So that's been keeping me busy. Hey, Ringway Manchester's in the chat. I'll be darned. Good to see
Hey,
you.
Lewis.
Yes.
And £4.49. That's got to be like $80 in
60.
Australian or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No, our exchange rate's terrible. We lose money everywhere we go.
What do you like? We have the dollar. They've got the pound. You got the was it the Australian kookaburra? Is it what is the
Good
The
joke.
koala?
No,
It's the
dollar.
eucalyptus leaf.
the wallaby? The wallaby.
Have you ever
It's
tasted
going to cost
wallaby
you
before?
4 wallabies, mate.
It's the other white
No, but
meat.
kangaroo's
Yeah.
pretty good.
They call them wallies for short.
Kangaroo and wallaby is very chewy, but your Australian accent's fantastic, Mike. It's the best I've heard.
Thanks. Brilliant.
Outback. I remember last time you were like Outback
Get a
Steakhouse.
blooming onion.
He used to work it out back. That's
No rules. Just
that's how
right.
that's how he could do that so well. He was the greeter at the door when you come in.
Get
Hi,
out.
mate.
G'day, mate.
G'day. Need a steak knife? That's not a knife.
That's a knife.
That's a knife.
So I've been building up my boxes there. And let's see, I filmed 2 videos today. Tid Radio sent me some stuff. They got some. Who the hell is calling?
Oh, they're calling now.
Patrick Holman. Hang on, Virginia's on the phone.
Hey, Mike.
Put him
Mike,
on.
you there, mate? Mike.
Put him on.
Here, hello.
Hello,
I'm
mate.
on a live here.
Yes, I'm on.
Phone me later. Come on.
All
Don't
right,
you know
buddy.
what time it is?
You're mental.
You have your own private
I
conversations
had my
later,
phone. I had
please.
my phone on silent most of the day because I was filming stuff, and then I put it on ring again. Apparently to the stream. It wasn't Mom this time though. So I did some videos today. Tid Radio's got a sale next week, so they're doing some good sales on some UV
fantastic
5R
products.
stuff.
Fantastic product.
They sent me this 8-watt one. Dude, I am a sucker for a Baofeng. I love them. They are why I am in ham radio. I think they're great. And then I filmed Mailbag Monday today. And see. So I showed you guys earlier. Let me go. Here's the thumbnail for tomorrow's Mailbag Monday. Somebody
you should have put Joe Brett's face on one of them.
You need to move your finger lower down.
I had a
how much lower, Hayden? Where'd you like Mike's finger?
Oh yeah.
So I've just taken a screenshot. I'll do that for him now.
Hey, I noticed that Josh ended up using his alternative thumbnail in the after chat.
Caught
he
that too.
Slightly screened it, didn't he?
Yes.
Is that in one of your videos? Because I haven't seen that.
Say that again.
Is that in one of your videos? Because I haven't seen that. Is that like a screen grab?
That's an old video, yeah. So I did
Is it?
several years ago. I did parking garages on the air because there's no summits in Michigan, right? So next to my work, there was an abandoned parking garage, and I'm like, you know what? I want to go up there and play radio. So it was on I think it was on Memorial Day or Labor Day weekend, one of the two, I forget. It's on a holiday. I took my radio gear and I climbed up the top of it, and that was what was spray painted on the wall there. And then I got on the air and made some contacts. And it was fun. So, but yeah, I had a technician email me about what frequencies you can use on 10 meters. And he had some guy yell at him. Yeah, there it is.
That's really offensive. And then there's the picture of the graffiti.
Yeah,
I know.
That's my joke, Ape. You stole it. Anyway, do continue.
I don't even know how to say it. So yeah, so this guy,
Technician.
he's a technician, and somebody was calling CQ. I don't want to give it all away, but the guy was like, "This frequency's for QRP only." Blah blah blah. So he was asking about his privileges and stuff. And
it's good to see the hams keeping the rules, helping people learn the rules.
Did he tell you to check your privilege?
Yeah, and so I mean, some people just they just, and I had this happen to me. It's probably the same guy. I was doing a POTA activation with my buddy Ryan, and we were on 17 meters. I like activating. I like just 17 in general, and had a good pile up going. And this one guy chimes in and he's like, "This is 17 meters is not a contest frequency." I'm like, "POTA's not a contest, dude. Frig off." And proceeded to exchange pleasantries with him.
How many points did you get that day, Mike?
I didn't get any points.
Did you get a certificate for that?
No. I got the warm feeling in my heart, knowing that I
it warmed the cockles of your heart.
I gave him what for, and I'm like,
Good.
You know what, buddy? Shoot me an email, kmrd@icloud.com.
Say it to me over the internet. I dare you to say it.
Did you answer that other clown you mentioned in the chat earlier?
Not this episode, no. I was waiting.
Because I'm waiting. I want to see that one
from the guys. But I think I am going to do that. I was pretty hot this morning. He sent that email a few days ago. But
well, that was an email, not a comment.
Yeah, that was an email. I don't know why he sent. I don't know why you would think that I would be interested. So somebody sent me an email that was just him and his other friends were very exclusive of another person on a repeater, and they drove this person off. And I was like, you're a a-hole. So I think I'm gonna call him out probably next week. Because I really love amateur radio. I love this hobby, and I try very hard. Doesn't always happen, but I try very hard to promote positivity and inclusivity in this hobby. There's enough jerks out there, and if we have more people doing what we're doing and not being curmudgeons and calling other people out for being a curmudgeon. And I'm the kind of guy that'll do that kind of thing too. Like I don't care at all. That's not my hand.
It's the hand you wish you had.
It's just showing the package.
Package.
Oh dear.
We've got a package for you, sir.
Special delivery. Well, I don't know what it is with.
Go ahead.
What is it with people and wanting to voice their feelings either on the radio or in comments or emails? Just everyone just chill out.
It's a bunch of henpecked, nitwits that don't have any say-so outside of yelling at somebody over the air, right? I mean, the thing is what this guy should have done is been like, hey, what kind of radio are you using? I don't know if you know this, but this is the QRP calling frequency. So just so you know that, you know what I mean?
But hang on, it's not that. The guy was calling CQ and he came back to him. So he answered this guy's CQ and the guy proceeded to yell at him for answering the CQ because it was the QRP frequency.
Oh, so it wasn't the new guy who was called. It was the other guy who was calling. He was like, I'm not talking to you because you're not QRP.
Yeah.
How did he know?
That's how backwards this is.
How did he not know that he was QRP?
As a good QRP operator, he should have told him 4 or 5 times.
I mean, you should know that if you have any signal above like an S1, you're not QRP.
Well, the thing is that the QRP operators like QRP, CQ, QRP, right? I mean, they're like CrossFitters and vegans.
What?
And flat earthers.
Right. I am convinced that there's about 3% of any population, any hobby, who are just nutters. The hand jobs of their industry. They're Karens of whatever they do. I mean, it's like the people. I mean, you do a premiere, whatever, some random topic, how to make a dipole, right? And before it starts, there's the standard 3 people that go around every premiere for ham radio on the internet and click the thumbs down button. Oh,
that means you made it.
I mean, I've never clicked a thumbs down button before. If I didn't want to, I haven't got time for that. Yeah. I don't. Wendy actually said to me the other day, "Why do they do this? Why do they do it?" I said, "I've got no idea."
I do.
If I had that answer, I'd be a millionaire.
I propose an award for these people.
How many hams have you had when you've gone to a? When you've gone to? What are you trying to show, Jim? How many times have you gone to a ham fest and someone's come up to your face and said that?
Exactly.
Never. I wish they would.
0.
Right.
In actual fact, I've said that to a few people. Next time I'm at a ham fest and you see me, you come and tell me what you really think.
Please tell
me. Because I'll
how
tell you what
I
I really think.
Years ago, there was a massive debate on some Facebook.
There it is.
We show that.
We are.
It's a man with 2
It's
hands.
the Ass Hat Award.
The Ass Hat Award. It's an Ass Hat.
In fact, I need to grab that.
Do you know Tasmanians?
Brother,
I'll joke that we have 2 heads.
Talk to me later. It's easy. I'll give you a better one.
Go on, Hayden.
No.
That was like a 30-second gag I was doing as fast as I could for 8 more. Joe Brett threw one in there. So
that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Yep. They're everywhere.
I don't know what it is. 1, 2, 3%. They're just the people. But the laugh is, though, that they're the ones who shout 90% of the time, so everybody thinks that half the world's against them or whatever else. There's this massive argument going on. Well, it wasn't argument. It was, let's have a dig at Callum on Facebook years ago. And I don't do Facebook. Everybody kept sending me these links. So I thought, how
do you get medical advice?
I was a member of this particular group. Right. And I went, yeah, hello, I do like the sound of my own voice. You're absolutely right. And the main perpetrator all of a sudden goes, oh, hello, Callum.
Yep, exactly.
I get all my vaccination information straight from Facebook.
Yeah, it's a good science for it, isn't it?
Because there's several of the ladies on there tell me they researched that extensively.
There's a mutual friend of Callum and myself's who he lives in another country. He's Australian, but he lives in another country. I'd like to meet him one day.
Yeah, so would I.
Yeah, I'd like to meet him with a 6-foot pole. But anyway, he's an interesting character, isn't he?
I think you'll find he'd just cave in an instant, Hayden.
Yeah, I think so.
And then he'd make a video about it.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Are you talking about that Finnish boy, right?
Hey, shut up.
I don't like that fella either.
No.
Okay.
There's a few of them.
That guy.
That guy.
Jim's just got it.
Oh no, I didn't really
mentioned
know who
it.
you're
It's a bit
talking
like-
about until Nutter over there chimed in, and then I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I know he's talking about now.
Yeah. So when did you move to Finland, Jim?
That's good. That's good. You ought to be on ham coffee every day.
That's what the F and F.
I don't drink coffee. But yeah, they're everywhere. Ape, what's been happening?
Not a whole heck of a lot. I'm trying to work on this new project antenna that we are trying to whip up, and this is for an off-center fed dipole. Ooh. So this is the transmission line transformer that we'll be using, and this is just a choke, but I've been testing it out. You can see my very scientific method right there, and I just not getting the results I want.
It's like a 4 3/4 to 1, right?
It's a 2.8 to 1. So everybody knows about antennas and dipoles and where you feed them based off where you feed them, the impedance changes, right? At the end, you have, 2,400, give or take. And then in the middle, you got 50 to 75, depending if you mounted it right or not. You can pick different lengths of where you want to cut into that and put it in. And I'm looking at doing it at around where it's around 150 ohms. And so just trying to make it. This is kind of an old design, but this is a smaller version that I'm just playing with. That's all. Very exciting stuff. I'm sure it bores everybody to tears, but that's what I'm working on.
When are you going to have the bandpass filters?
Is he done talking?
Hey, are you contesting again?
I got to get back to working on that too, Mike. I've been doing more playing around with low pass filters just to make sure that I can get everything tuned in correctly before I try to do a high pass and low pass filter.
Your low pass filter build failed miserably, so
I wouldn't call it failed miserably. It just wasn't.
It wasn't in the right resonant frequency. Yeah,
right. But you could use the 30. Yeah, you could use the 30 meter filter for 40 just fine.
Yeah.
Mr. Ape, sir.
Yes.
Where did you get your inspiration for the off-center fed? Because there is a couple of kind of it's kind of my next job. I just want to have a look at, really.
I'll be able to send you
research been done on that, do you think? Or
well, this is I started looking at a design from this guy named K1QBT. I can shoot you the article, and then there's another article that referenced that antenna on off-center fed dipoles. There were just a couple of them that I was taking a look at. So I'd be more than happy to put some stuff together in an email and send it over to you.
Don't worry. I just I thought it would make a good chat. It's just something I'm moderately interested in, because you're right. You got your 50 ohms or whatever else, 75 ohms, depending on height above ground, right up to 24, perhaps even higher at the end.
Right.
And is that a linear movement on the impedance, or
no? I don't think it is, because if you feed it somewhere around 2/3, you're around 200 ohms, right? So it makes a quick jump at the end. So I think
is that easier to multiband, do you think?
Well, you get some of the multi-banding stuff, like you get the odd harmonics. Like, so if you do a 40, you'll get 20 and 10. You don't get 15 because you don't have the the fifth multiple or something like that of 40.
You won't get 2.
Yeah, you get 6 too. It's a good call, Mike. So, well,
interesting.
So what are you going to do with that antenna, Ape? Are you actually going to make some contacts, or
no, I'm not going to do that. That's how they get you.
What ham radio is about.
Right. That's how they get you.
He doesn't actually have a license.
No, I'm not going to file any paperwork with the government. Are you crazy?
Are you going to pass your GMRS test soon?
There's a question on there that I keep struggling with. It's the one that asks for your credit card number.
I thought it was your first name.
for whatever reason, I always
name.
get the credit card number question wrong all the time. I try putting in all just random numbers. None of them work.
It's that 3-digit code that gets you, isn't it?
yeah.
Everyone knows your name's Walter. All right, so you don't need
Walter Sobchak.
That's my
Walter
third.
Schmidt.
That's my third
Walter
middle
Schmidt
name.
the third. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
So
after
just put that
Clarence.
down. Jim,
Sir, how
what
are
have
you?
you been up to?
Well, unlike some people in this chat up top, I put out a video every week or so.
Yeah, but what sort of topic?
Yeah, go ahead, Steve.
Censored me, you damn YouTubers. I just
Hold on, I'm switching everyone around.
I went on an antenna buying spree over Black Friday because of someone up there, and ended up with a repeat and another classic. Thank you, Callum. Appreciate that.
You fell for it, Jim. You fell
Yes,
for
I
it.
did. Hook, line, and set that thing.
Raises-
Yeah, and I said,
Raise his
hell
price
yeah.
on Thursday, sell it on Friday.
He
That's
bid on
right.
that like a big old bass.
Well, I got all
That was a
excited
good
when he
deal,
put the repeat on sale. I was like, yeah, that'll be great. That'll work out by my shop. That's awesome.
For
And I
all
got
of your
it.
outings. For
And
all of
then,
your mountain
no,
shopping.
I'm not using it for an outing. No, that's
You
crazy.
inviting Jason over for a build
Jim's
day?
kind of an indoor boy.
Indoor and winter. and then a day or two later, here comes the classic on sale. And I said, well, Jesus, I needed two of them.
God, Jim, you bought both.
I bought one each. Yes, sir. I already had the classic from 2 years ago. So I now have two classics and a repeat.
In case of an emergency, he's got
Right.
his emergency
Haven't-
DX commander.
Are you saying you don't have a Nebula or a 12.4 yet?
No, I don't.
You don't have the
Oh,
expedition?
come on. You're
No.
missing out.
No, I'm good.
You're
I'm
missing out,
good.
Jim.
I'm good. If I get
Honestly.
really crazy, maybe I'll try and make a phased array out of both the classics.
How good are they, Mike?
Do it.
They're real good.
40.
They're the best.
Yeah.
Jim, you're
you
missing
should
out.
see these new spreader plates he has for the expedition.
I'm kind of bummed. I got the ghetto old style spreader plates. I'm
Ghetto.
like,
He
man,
called it
Buy the
ghetto.
expedition.
yeah, I put
Jim-
up the repeat, and it's bonkers. It's great. I was doing a
Just-
whole bunch of 10-meter contacts on Friday and Saturday.
Just to help you
Those
out, Jim,
compute
that
contests.
website is m0mcx.co.uk.
It's on my computer,
Go,
already can find it.
go
it's
and
in
grab
my
a,
history.
go and grab yourself
Soon to change.
12.4. Yeah. Yeah. Go and
Soon
grab
to
yourself a
change.
couple of these antennas, all right?
I'll give you a.
Look at these.
You're not going to be on camera. You have to be way over.
They've got a little notch in it.
Thank you.
Can I use a worse camera?
There we go.
Here, let's try.
Have you ever tried to skin that potato?
Not that camera. That camera.
That one.
See, they got the little notch in there, so you just slide the wire in there. So
Oh.
theoretically, it
Ooh.
should make it faster to put up because you don't have to like feed it through there. You can just pop it in
So
there.
your erection goes up quicker, yeah?
The erection goes up quicker and
Easier
goes
to
down
go
faster.
away. Yeah.
So
it
if
goes
you need
down
to get up,
faster.
you don't have to put a book in front of you or anything. What I'm really excited about, though,
We're talking about
Are these-
antennas.
these are the new. What do you call these, Cal?
Clamps.
Little clamps.
Right, very technical word there, Mike. Clamps.
We're very technical around here
Clamps.
Clumps.
because I never used
Clamps.
the Jubilee clips with my DX Commander because I just can't be
Hose
bothered
clamps.
to do it. But these are gonna be awesome. I am so
Yeah,
excited
they are.
for these.
They are genuinely awesome.
And like
Americans
the awesome
call
thing, and
them
I've said
hose
this a
clamps,
few
don't they?
times.
Hose clamps.
but-
Yeah.
I like English
We
English better.
We call them hose clamps as well. I'm surprised. It's like the only thing I've noticed that Britain and Australia call something different. Jubilee clips.
I
Sounds
haven't
very
called it a Jubilee clip since about my second video when
sounds very monarchy, doesn't it?
when an American came on, my first American subscriber.
I mean,
So,
you guys did invent
welcome.
the language.
what the hell is a Jubilee clip?
I was just showing my ignorance. You've schooled me since then.
It's called English. It's not called American.
American
American.
with a capital M.
That's an entirely different language.
But
Well,
I think
Mike,
it's
just
awesome
to
that
make
you're,
you
you're
more
always
sick.
innovating, Callum. You're always improving on your products. You're not just settling for mediocrity. It's that's why you have my favorite antennas. Hi, Josh.
Hi,
How's it
Josh.
Who's he?
Hello,
Some
Josh.
guy. He's got a small YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's a little tiny one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I reckon everyone who's watching, go subscribe to Josh's channel if you haven't heard of it, Ham Radio Crash Course. It doesn't have a lot of.
heard of him.
He does pretty
There's
good.
not he doesn't have a lot of subscribers. He doesn't have a lot of viewers.
I think
He
he'll
needs
do
more,
quite well.
Yeah.
He does a good
So
live
we'll-
stream.
Well,
We'll
thank
send
you.
everyone over to your channel.
Appreciate that. very much.
Except for when you put stuff on there that's unobtainium, you know, like
Unobtainium?
all of last night.
Yeah, sorry about that. Some of those things, definitely my favorite things, but also very difficult to get.
Is this a K6ARK NFED half wave?
No,
Yeah,
Those
good
are-
luck getting those things in 100 watts. Good
Yeah, I
Lord,
know.
man. Those things
Yeah.
sell out instantly.
Yeah.
So, Mike, that was the
Yes.
prototype that the company cut me with the little gap here.
Oh yeah.
Right
Yeah.
now, this is still in UHMWP, and I promise I wasn't going to say this. This material is a marine plastic, completely UV stable, and I put in charcoal grey. Hayden, can you take me off the big screen now? Thank you.
Do you not like the camera on you?
I
shy.
squirted 1600 watts up the charcoal version of, not this, but they sent me some pieces of charcoal grey. But we are 9 months away because we've got to order it in from somewhere and get it all cut. And so in 9 months' time, you'll be getting some new spreader plates, Mike, in charcoal grey.
So now we're color accessorizing.
Yes.
of course.
I like
We've
that.
got the
though.
YL version of the Expedition coming out. That'll be in pink.
Pink for the ladies. British.
And those
racing
are
car
those
blue.
are all heat resistant and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I literally, I nearly blew up the bloody ACOM. Actually, I put that much power into it.
Wow.
Nice.
I used a 20-meter band, and I
Bye,
put
Jim.
strips about every 3 feet, that's in old money. In new money, that would be about every 80, 90 centimeters. These strips of plastic, and just hit it as hard as I could. 1640 watts it was.
Wow.
I could have gone a bit higher, but the amplifier started to smell.
It's best to let off the key then.
So yeah, and what I did is I put my phone out in the field, and did a private live stream, so I could get it because I didn't have a remote camera,
Yeah.
so I could watch it as I
That's a
hit
good
it.
idea.
And I was genuinely expecting to see smoke, but I didn't. There's a hell of a commitment to get these people to make it in charcoal. And the last thing I wanted to do was all of a sudden, in a year's time, someone's going, oh, my DX Commander's gone up in smoke. Because we've had that. We did black plates for
Yeah.
a couple of months. And I had people doing 1,500 watts FT8.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh, that's criminal.
That's how you do
You
it.
got to make the contact. Nothing wrong with that.
All power or no power.
I mean, how else is it going to work with my antenna 15 feet off the ground? I got to get those DX contacts, man. Low power.
Imagine the guy on the QRP channel, his head's just exploded. Right? You've just come out with 1,500 watts.
Imagine the ham warriors who think that FT8 means low power and not weak signal.
Yeah. I try and say that as much as I can, and it just doesn't sink in.
Oh,
And I
in
have
fairness,
read
the
the
Ritty
FT8
guys-
manual.
The Ritty guys might have a 15-second over on Ritty, and that's continuous duty, isn't it, Ritty? That's worse than bloody
Yes.
CW, isn't it? So
Yep.
I do need 1 minute of 1,600 watts to demonstrate that, well, it would survive at least 2 or 3 minutes. On an over if somebody really was doing 15. I mean, do you know anybody that does Ritty these days?
Yeah, it's still done.
Just on that one weekend out of the year when they have the
Right? Yeah.
They do a lot of FT8 on that weekend too.
Steve,
Yes,
you've been
sir.
sitting there very patiently.
Yeah. just trying to avoid doing stuff here around the house. I got the Step IR actually hooked up to the radio today, so
nice.
Was going to play with that, and then it was stream time. But I've got a plumbing issue I have to go take care of. So, but I wanted to
take a blue pill. You'll be fine.
Yeah, the toilet.
It's the toilet. Yeah, always the toilet.
Always backed up. But no, I just wanted to drop in and say congrats, and
thanks.
Since none of the clubhouse boys wanted to show up, I figured I'd drop in for you.
Yeah, where's Joe Brett? He didn't even bother.
He was in the chat. Yeah, I saw him
in the chat.
He's probably live streaming.
That's all he thinks about us.
It's probably he's simultaneously live
Certainly
streaming.
not coming on the stream.
Right.
So,
who needs him?
But congrats, my friend. I need to get running. But
yeah, no worries. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.
See you, Steve.
I didn't get to say it when I joined.
Good luck with the toilet.
Congratulations, Hayden. This is awesome.
Good luck with the
plunger.
Yeah.
Plunger help.
Yep.
I know it's a shit situation, but yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
All right. See ya.
See
ya. Who we got? Oh, Josh. Josh.
Yes. Cheers
Hello.
to you, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, and congratulations on your milestone here. That's awesome. Many, many more, hopefully, in the future.
Isn't it amazing? I'm like literally like 9% of your.
Don't think about it that way.
9% of your height, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the gravity is thicker down where he's at. It's much denser, right? So he's a thick boy. He's just not that tall. That's why they're so rugged when they play footy.
Call me thick.
No, you guys got to be strong out there to play footy and all that with your rules.
I'm surprised you call it footy.
That's what it's called.
I
know.
It is.
They call it soccer.
I listen to Deg Pods.
I thought that's what you called like some kind of like rugby hybrid was footy.
That is footy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the one day you said
and you actually use your feet.
No, because it's not
Australian
rugby.
rugby.
It's a different. Yeah, Australian. Oh, it's Australian rules football.
Is that actually the name of the game? Is footy?
Because when he told me, he goes, "I'm going to the footy."
Slang.
I was like, "Dude, that might." I don't know what he means by that.
What?
That could be right.
It's Aussie slang. You take any word that's like the regular word, and then you like cut it in half and put a Y at the end. So
put
it's
a Y
like
on the end.
McDonald's is Mackey's.
Sonny's, Macca's.
The Mackie.
I thought it was Mackers. Those Mackers.
I had a friend from Australia when I lived in Virginia, and the first time I heard him use the word push bike, that just blew my mind. We call it bike. They call it push bike. What the hell are you pushing?
Bike.
You pedal.
Push bike is more. I think it's what we call it for kids. I think we got your new push bike or something like that. But if it's just adults, it's just I bought a bike. It's not really.
Okay.
We got a bunch of these guys that ride their bikes to work, and they make a big.
They're a pain on the road.
They make a big stink about it, like they're doing some kind of help for the gasoline problem. Or
carbon footprint, man.
Yeah, and they're like, well, when I was riding my bike to work today, and I'm like, so I purposely got on my way to call it a bicycle. I'm like, so you rode your bicycle to work today? And my kid loves riding her bicycle around the neighborhood, and just
Queen
just
wrote
to
a song
devalue whatever contribution they made to the environment.
Pushy. Apparently, it's a pushy.
You want to offset their carbon credits?
Got to be careful.
Josh is right then. Right. Just add a Y to it.
Dave's driving to work in his Canyon Arrow.
I used to ride my bike to work like 10 miles each way, and I realized like I was just eating way more. Like, so I don't know how much energy I was saving because ultimately I was still like just eating. There was still fuel going in and going out somewhere, but I don't know that it was saving me money.
Well, the other one is it's a hazard, and they're all like, "We have a right to the roads too," and I'm like, "Well, technically you don't because they're covered by gasoline tax, so you don't have a right to the road." And because they get all upset when people
can't even use the sidewalk either.
Do they get mad about that El Camino that goes blowing past them, mate?
Yeah, I'm like, just take your bicycle to the park and ride around the loop there.
It was always my funny bit on that was, yeah, you may have like a legal right to it, but when you get hit by a Volvo, it doesn't really matter, right?
Right.
Like that's not really a consideration.
Or an electric car.
To copy a Ron White joke.
What happens if a cyclist runs into a car? I got
hit
the mirror
once.
off? Then who gets paid?
And the cop, when they came, they asked me, they're like, why were you passing on the right? And I'm like, I'm on a bicycle, sir. I'm not able to pass cars. And what had happened was that the guy like pulled into his driveway and he just cut me off, and I ripped the side view mirror off with my arm. Like I got a scar here if you ever see me.
What you got off the bike and just ripped the mirror off?
No. Because he pulled in front of me, and I kind of turned with him up the driveway, and I caught the arm on the mirror, ripped that whole thing off because I was going 10 miles an hour, and kind of rolled, and I was okay, but I had to go get stitches and stuff. It was pretty wild.
What kind of car was it?
I was like a Nissan, mini truck.
Mm-hmm.
A Nissan.
What color was it?
A Nissan.
Nissan. What color was it?
Nissan. Sorry, Nissan.
What kind of tires did it have?
Yeah. And
got them ATs. Got them ATs. I got that mark on my back from the tire.
Well, see, it's a real shame that it's still not colonial.
Not going to stop, is it?
The Michelin model XJ25.
Yeah, it's a shame you couldn't challenge him to a duel like they used to.
What was the VIN number?
Colonial times.
On the
I took off my glove and I slapped him across the face. Sir,
right, be like, I'm going to challenge you to a duel, son. The progressives ruined that for us. You used to be allowed to fight
from
somebody.
the police report.
Well, I always rode with my rapier just in case a wild war broke out.
What do they call a rapier?
Excuse me.
In Tasmania. A rapey.
What's his name?
Rapey.
Isn't that something you get from dogs? Rabies?
Josh, are those the 700M headphones from Bayer Dynamics?
The 770 Pros, the DT 770 Pros. These are great. I've used these for a couple of years now. They're awesome.
Have you got the one with the volume control on the lead?
Negative. No, these are just straight ups.
Okay.
They're really low ohms though, so if you actually want good audio, you should get the other ones that they're higher ohm.
Yeah, I just got some cheap Philips ones here, but I bought the Sony XM4s. They're fantastic noise cancelling headphones. But they're like $400. They're expensive, but they're great.
You need to power them, don't you?
Bloke bucks too, right?
No, you only need to power them if you want the noise cancelling.
$1.50.
$1.50.
So. Yeah, if you want the noise cancelling, you have to power them.
I mean, nobody's ever in my room anyway, so I don't need to cancel any noise out.
No, well, I use it for when I'm on the plane, when I'm flying.
You said you've never flown anywhere. What are we talking about now? He's talking about when I'm flying around.
You're on Tasmania.
Overseas.
I mean, it's like 10 miles across the whole entire island.
Mate, Tasmania is almost bigger than the UK.
We call that a county here, just one. There's like 60
Sounds
of
like
them
fighting words to me.
Well,
Let him get away with that now.
It is Tasmania.
You do know, Jim, that Australia is bigger than the United States almost.
Yeah, but it's not.
Almost.
Most of it's not
if you
usable.
don't include Alaska.
Most of it's not. There's worthless land, like in Texas.
But do you include Alaska?
Yeah, it's a part of
we
the
need
country,
to.
Yeah.
Alaska
Alaska
is almost bigger than the United States.
Yeah, Alaska's huge.
Well,
Alaska is part of the United States, Jim.
Queensland's bigger than Texas, so.
I tell you, if I was playing SimCity again, I wouldn't mind starting with a blank sheet of paper as Tasmania. You've got puddles in the middle of it, a couple of nice rivers.
They're mountains in the middle too. That's all elevated in the middle.
Do you live
really
in the
high
middle?
mountains? No, I don't live in the middle. Where those lakes are in the middle, they're about 1,000 meters above sea level.
Wow.
3,000 feet above sea level. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why VHF and UHF doesn't get out very well.
So are you in north, south, east, west? Where are you?
South, Hobart.
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 Oh, there's a big estuary there.
There's an R in there.
He's almost as far south as I am north.
That's a silent R.
Yeah.
It's Hobart, right?
Hobart.
Hobart.
There's a silent bar.
And his H is silent too. Hobart.
Hobart.
Hobart. And then the locals call it Barty.
Of course they do.
Bahi.
No. So Tasmania.
Let's go to the Bahi.
It's called Tassie.
Tassie.
My mate Hades over there.
I got a phone call with Callie.
What do you call it? Are you saying that Hobart's hell or something? No, Ape. I have flown before. I just haven't flown outside of Australia.
We're not
I
talking a
gotcha.
chemical flight. I mean, that's,
So Tasmania is part
in
of
an
Australia.
airplane, right?
Yes. It's the most southern state, although they tend to forget about it. I'm just trying to think what
So
it's
those
like.
two islands, northeast and northwest of the King Island and whatever the other one, Flinders Island, or whatever.
Flinders
are they
Island. Yeah.
Nobody cares.
fairly populated or very, very?
Nah, pretty sparse.
Okay.
There are communities on there. Nobody cares.
Nobody gives a shit. A bit like Texas, really.
You're right. Everyone's so fascinated with Tasmania, but I don't know why. So
The Tasmanian devil
It looks like
The
a
Tasmanian
loincloth.
devil, man. That's
from
right.
Hanna-Barbera. I mean,
it
that's
looks
why-
like-
No, that was not Hanna-Barbera, you crackhead. That was
Well, who was it then, son?
Warner Brothers.
Warner
Warner
Brothers.
Brothers.
Didn't Hanna-Barbera buy
Looney
them?
Tunes.
No,
No,
I think it was the other way
Disney.
around.
No, I'm just kidding.
Disney bought.
Disney buys everything.
Yeah, Disney buys everything.
That thing's
It's
possessed.
literally exactly
Oh,
what the Tasmanian
pleasant.
devil looked like in the cartoons.
Pretty much. Well, where's the cloud? There was the cloud of dust, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a still picture, so you're not going to see the
No,
motion. but,
yeah, right. There you go.
you know.
Right.
They're not
it's
even that
just
fast.
So are those things
Bloody hell,
actually
Tasmania's
vicious
a
little...
bit hilly, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Notice that hill has got a Y on the end
I'm surprised you didn't say Biddy.
to make it hilly.
They're not that fast. Here we are.
Do they
on
eat
the
other
Geographic
animals?
Channel.
Oh, look how
Oh,
cute
so
it
they're
is.
like-
He's getting something to eat.
Yeah, look at
They're
him.
like
He's-
possums.
it's not that fast because he's already destroyed his prey.
Right.
Did he do the killing
They
or did
can't
he
film
find
them
that?
when they're. They can't film them when they're fast.
Careful you don't
You'd
get
have
a
to get the
copyright
slow mo
strike.
guys out
Yeah,
there.
you're gonna get a strike.
Yeah, look, they're playing.
You got that.
No,
Once you see that yellow rectangle,
No, it's fair use. Fair use of YouTube. Fair use.
Are they
We're commenting.
marsupials?
We're commenting on
Are they
National
rodents?
Geographic. They're marsupials.
Okay.
So does that mean they're rodents?
Jim, wrong kind of show.
Roadies.
Yeah.
Jim, cut it.
Because they taught them how to look after these big rock bands, didn't they? Roadies.
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 Yeah. Do you have
Yeah.
a roadie? Do you, I mean, when I was in a band, we had a roadie and he'd move
We
all
don't
his
put
bloody
Y on
stuff
there.
around.
We don't put Y on the end of everything.
Okay.
Roadies, IE, though. It's R-O.
Well, if it already
Roadies.
ends in a like E sound, do you get rid of it then? So you just call him a road,
Okay.
roads.
Got it.
The roads.
or maybe he's a roadie E.
A roadie.
or a roadie.
Rodeo.
It's a rowie.
Are we?
Good.
No, we give everyone nicknames as well. So
Yeah.
Steve-O. Steve would be Steve-O.
Okay.
That's original.
Yeah. Callum would
Right,
be
Josh
Cal.
would be Josh-O.
Josh should probably be Joshy.
Yeah.
Joshy,
Um,
yeah.
Joshy.
Joshy.
Ape would be indeterminate.
Hayden.
Jimmy, Jimbo, Jim Bob.
Christ.
Mikey.
Jim's got a lot. Jimothy,
Timothy. I've heard all those
Timothy.
before.
James.
Timothy. Yes.
Ape, it's
Jim-
Timothy from now on.
Jimothy.
I'm feeling a little apey.
Ollie's got
I have
mine one.
invented a few names for Smokey in the past, but tonight he looks a bit like Launceston.
I don't even know what that means.
Launceston?
Just Launceston.
More like Dunstan
Lord
checks
Launceston.
in.
Yeah. Like the way that sounds.
I don't know. Don't know how to spell it either.
I've got about 6 nicknames. But
Well, you can hit us with them if you want.
I put them
Hit
in
'em
the
with
chat.
the
Dusty asked, Haydo, Dossy, Dos, Haydos. I think
Okay,
Tio
I'll go
already
with
knows.
Dossy.
Tio already calls me that.
What is a Dossie?
Hey, it's a shortened of Haydos.
I thought that meant
So-
you wore like fancy pants.
He does.
I don't want to judge him. I mean, I don't know what a Dossie is.
And by fancy pants, we mean jorts.
I
Well, see,
know
like
if
we
that-
have a
no,
buddy
don't
here.
stop that. I didn't know
We
if
have a
he was
guy here that
male-
wears jean shorts every day, so we call him Jean Shorts Dave.
I didn't know if Dossie meant that.
So, like,
Hayden was
we-
like a male
So much
escort or
longer.
something.
Yeah, but the thing is, the nickname doesn't have to be shorter. Typically, it's a characteristic of like, we've got a guy named Andy who's a hipster millennial, and he wears like these giant jeans. He's always falling down, so we
And you
call him
call
Andy
him
Big
Josh.
Pants. We call him Andy Big Pants. But now everybody's wearing the tight pants, right? So I don't have any friends who wear those. Like, Like
So you
I'm
can
male.
call
I
him
can't wear
Duff.
tight pants.
Yeah.
According to Urban Dictionary, Dossie is a warming soul smile, never can do any harm to loving people, open-minded philosopher, open-minded astrologist, intelligent heartbreaker, handsome. Some would classify as the shit.
I thought that
Okay.
it meant you were a male escort, is what a Dossie was. So, like, you took grandma out after Pop had died to give her a good time.
Look, Joe Brett's back in the chat talking mess.
Just come on the stream.
Yeah.
Just come on the stream, Joe Brett.
Come on, Joe Brett.
He's scared.
You know, you want to hang out with
Joey,
all the big boys.
Joey.
He's like, I'd have to put my shirt on.
Hey,
you
Joe Brett,
noticed
come
that
on,
the,
come on the show. See how real men stream.
Have you noticed that the viewers have doubled since Josh appeared on the stream? What's the go with that?
I am not surprised.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Waiting for me to say something dumb.
You only have to say
12
ham
people have
radio
turned
crash
up, Luke.
course on the internet and everyone turns up. All the ladies turn up for Jim.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everyone else turns up for
That's
Josh.
right. Joe Brett,
Right.
they like his voice. That's I've heard that.
K5 YVY.
YVY.
Come on, Joe. Where are you?
While we're waiting for Joe, I'm looking for a couple of testers.
So John, what is it, Gendron? Actually, do wear 5'11" shorts.
Gendron, yeah.
That's you must have seen my video.
I could only get the 5'10" shorts. I don't make the big bucks like you do, Ape.
Well, the thing about the 5'11" shorts is they got a pocket on the side that holds an entire pint of Jim Beam. You would never know that it's in that side pocket. So that's one of the reasons why I wear those.
I love the 5'11" jeans, the pants, and the what are they? Commander pants, I think, something like that. They're really nice.
I just get the Tac Light Pros.
Fancy pants. I'm a Riggs workwear kind of guy. I'm a working man.
He says I look like a 5'11" guy. I'm not sure what that means.
You're 5'11" is what he's trying to say.
Could be.
I think he just squeezed 2 inches out of you.
Yeah, maybe.
So I'm after.
I think Steve's having the same problem. He's trying to fix that in his toilet, isn't he?
Am I on mute?
No, I hear you, Cal. Go
I
ahead.
just keep talking over you.
Go,
Lord
Cal.
Callum has something to say.
Yeah. So now that we're well into the stream, and most people on replay will have left now, I can show you this. So this is the new website I've been testing for the last couple of months.
Oh, it looks
Oh,
good.
that looks good.
I've got some, good stuff going on in here. It's just a shop. That's all it is, right? And I had some quite big problems with shipping in terms of the Nebula, the 18-meter pole comes in 2 boxes, and it's 1 point, it's over 4 foot and all that sort of stuff. So I bought a plug-in that does really complicated calculations so I can get the right price. But over the Christmas New Year, I'm after 3 or 4 people that would want to spend just half an hour not actually buying anything, but putting stuff in the cart and going as far as the checkout and making sure that for their country, I'll give them a chart and they'll go, yeah, it works. In other words, I don't want people buying stuff and overpaying for shipping or underpaying for shipping.
I think you got a customer right here, don't you? He wants to buy some more.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
John
I
says
am
he'll give.
stocked up at least until next Black Friday.
Because at the moment the site is, you don't need to maximise me. The site is under maintenance. So I would open it, if you know what I mean. So random people could come on, for a 2-hour period or something. Just have a blast. I'm not going to, the theme, the template, how it look and feel, I'm not going to change that anymore. But what I can change is fundamental mistakes. And I'm just terrified of the shipping problem. But anyway, it's quite a big, when you've got a 7-year-old site that's really shit and works, right? And then you've got this new thing.
Don't fix it. Don't fix it. It's working, right?
If it ain't broke. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it ain't broke.
But anyway, we want to kind of grow up as a firm and...
well, I got to
have a
say,
nice
whatever
new
you're
site.
doing for shipping is outstanding, Callum, because,
Oh yeah.
I mean, it took me less than a week to get both antennas over
Yeah, we
holiday
moved from
shipping, so-
FedEx to DHL Express. We moved from FedEx. You wouldn't fucking believe the problems that FedEx have given us over the last year. Wendy nearly resigned from it. They are the worst company. It might be great at delivering the parcel, but they're invoicing. They're invoicing. For us, we've got reams of paper and mistakes, and
For DHL, do you have to sign for that? Is that sign delivery, or can you turn that off?
We can turn it off. Yeah.
I didn't sign. They just left it
I got
on the
it.
carport.
They left it on my front door as well.
From them, and it just said you can click this link to approve it. So I just when these.
Actually, you're right. As a matter of fact,
came,
I did do that.
Signed for it then, but I don't think it was shipped needing a signature.
Because like I had something that was shipped needing a signature, and I waited all day for it, and it never showed up. So I called DHL and I was complaining, and they were like, "The package says that the business wasn't open when they attempted delivery," and I'm like, "It's a residential address, son." And yeah, they didn't care.
Just use the apps and approve the delivery. That's the best thing you can do.
Yeah, you get an SMS, don't you? A text message normally.
Yeah.
It was weird with DHL because I got the package showed up. It was out for delivery on one day, and then the tracking showed that it came from Atlanta to Birmingham, and then left Birmingham and went back to Atlanta. And for a while, it showed that it was going back to Birmingham, UK.
That's handy.
And then it ended up at my house the next day without any update. So it's like it magically came from Atlanta to my house. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
So it was only a day late, but the shipping scared the living shit out of me because it's like, what are you doing?
They need to embed in the. They need to embed in every parcel like that something like an air tag where you can actually track it physically, so you can see where exactly it is.
The stupid things that the shipping company is doing.
Speaking of packages, I have a package at the door.
You got to move that hand down. Really, it's good.
He's behind the fingers behind the cop, though, right? Or did you get? It's
in the cop.
Yeah, why are you fingering the cup?
Right, it's like you're poking. It's like you're doing the pokey.
Look at that look on his face. You know where Mike's finger is.
Poking him in the ribs. What's going on with his eye too? He's only got one eye.
Somebody pokes you like that, is your eye going to go crazy?
Right.
He had to edit the picture for copyright reasons.
Nice.
You guys.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Camera.
Yes, I was going to say it's pretty late over there, isn't it?
Didn't you have like a pudding pop last time you were when you were on his 10,000? You had an ice cream pop or something like that.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we call it a choc ice, but I've discovered you call it an ice cream sandwich or something.
Fudgy.
Oh yeah.
The fudgy.
Fudgy is what happens in your pants when you don't make it to the can in time. Or at my age, when you fart and it's not really,
Oh,
right. He expected wind and got rain. That's what happened to you.
So Smokey? What did you call it? A pudding pop or something?
Pudding pop.
Hey, welcome.
OMG.
There's a bunch of group of crying men. I mean, mainly just 8, but hey, everybody.
You can remove him from the stream now.
See ya.
Glad you can make it, Joe Brett. Bye now.
Good to see you. Congratulations, Hayden.
Thank you, Joe. Brett.
I got hit
Is
with
it Joe
frying
or Brett?
pan coming out of here.
Joe and Brett.
Brojet.
I always get confused.
I think he is too. He's got two names.
Is it Brett Joe? Brett Joe.
Right.
All right, Cal. Well, we won't hold you up. We'll let you go to bed.
Yeah,
Thank
take
you
care,
for joining in
Thanks,
and for
Cal.
coming.
See ya.
I'll take care, man.
Yeah, my wife was like taking my phone away, waiting for Callum to talk. Oh, I want to hear him talk.
What's her name, Joe?
Desiree.
Sorry?
Desiree.
Desiree.
Yeah.
You got to say it like
I'll
Joe
play
Brett.
that back.
Desiree of Sunshine.
Desiree of Sunshine on my door.
Desiree.
I'll just call her Mrs. Brett.
There you go.
Oh.
Madame. All right, Big Cal's off. All the best. Adios.
Take care,
See ya,
Cal.
Cal. Yeah,
See ya,
man.
Cal.
Good to see you.
Have fun.
Hey,
She likes sexy
How are we gonna
voices,
have this
Joe,
fucking
because
place?
she's got yours. I'll help you out, Cal. See ya.
hey, Joe Brett, when you get laid later tonight, don't ask any questions. Just go.
Right. I'm just gonna say sugar, baby.
Sugar, baby.
Yeah. So does she like the smooth voices?
Yeah. So while she's waiting on Callum to talk, then you start speaking, Hayden. She's like, "Oh, where's he from?"
No, she's. It's like, who's this idiot?
How does she feel about a Mid-Atlantic accent?
Mid-Atlantic. I don't know.
Son, you ain't got no mid-Atlantic accent.
I ain't got no Midwest accent either.
No.
What is your accent?
Neutral.
I don't
He's
have one.
very neutral.
No.
Neutral. I am non-offensive. I'm just here
You're
to
not
please everybody.
No. The only accents that I can take off are Southern accents. So
You would have bought somebody from Boston. You'd be able to tell that one.
Boston.
They have no R's.
The Boston.
And someone
Boston.
from Nebraska, you can tell their accent too.
Right.
Pack a pie in the yard.
Or New York.
Still have
New
too many
York.
R's in that.
All right.
So what are you
what's
guys
gonna-
all doing for you guys doing anything for Christmas? Doing anything interesting?
Humbug.
Spending a lot of money, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We got
On other
boxes
people.
showing up here every day now. Like some
Yeah.
days we get a couple of boxes showing up.
Some days they're not even boxes addressed to me. That's
right.
amazing.
It's not even ham stuff in there.
That means it might be your present.
I don't. I've got enough
Don't
junk.
be
Cole.
hands up there.
I got enough junk and
What's-
crap. I don't want anything.
What's well, I was going to say, what's your dream? Well, we already know Josh and Mike have got their dream rig, but what's your dream radio or your dream ham radio product that you want? What's something you really want right now?
Is this you're asking the community or are you
Or
asking?
anyone? Yeah, the community in the chat. Anyone on
He
here?
was asking the ape, but that's too hard for you.
What do you want, Abe?
I
You've got everything.
really
You're a
wanna get
man
my
of
hands-
everything.
I want to get a 7610, and I've been eyeballing them
Oh.
and almost ordered them a few different times. The other one is I looked at the
Just
Inon
depends on
I think it's
how
the
many
7000
millets.
from Apache Labs or the Sun 2
Sun SDR.
DX.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 100-watt version. I wouldn't mind any of those because it seems like it'd be kind of a fun thing to the SDRs to play with.
There's a few 7610 owners on this stream. You got one too, don't you, Jim?
Yes. Yeah. I don't have anything I really am dying to get.
We got the 7610 row right there.
That's right.
Yeah, it's the whole row.
Yeah,
Right?
how about that?
That's
And
right.
the wannabes are the rest.
The wannabes over to the right. T-Ray apparently forgot he ever loaned that to Mike.
Look at that camera.
Is that the new one?
Yeah.
Is that mic
Got
stand
a
squeaking like that?
remote.
That's the surveillance camera. Looks like you ripped it out of a 7-Eleven.
Where's the cat at?
It might just be your internet, but it's still blurry.
Yeah,
It might be his forehead.
It's the lighting. I mean, this is definitely a better camera though. But yeah, why the hell?
Oh, it's catching up. Oddly
It is
enough,
only
you just got
720 though.
better.
That's all.
Where's that
Oh, is
cat's
that what it
banana at?
It's right there.
Oh,
There it is.
Yeah,
Oh
there's
my
there's
gosh.
the banana.
I still don't know if
quite
I'm buying the narrative on that.
That was quite the story when that one dropped.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna happen.
Time.
Speaking
Come
of
on.
Satan, and there he is.
Look.
Nah.
Dun dun dun.
It's like nice. Is this your living room? This isn't your living room. This
This
is
is the
your
master
living room.
bedroom.
It's a very big bedroom.
It's
turned the
Do you usually
bedroom
put
into a
workbenches
garage.
in the bedroom?
it's 16 by 16.
When you're single, you put workbenches in every room.
Right.
Well, why would I use the second bedroom as my ham shack? It's smaller. All I do is sleep
Yeah,
in there
true.
and some other things.
Oh, so you
I
sleep in
read
the second
magazines.
bedroom and the master bedroom is the ham shack?
I
He
thought you
reads
did the other
magazines,
things in the
that's
shack.
That's
In the
this is-
shower.
I would probably do the same thing. That reminds me of that whole meme where it's just a big square and like there's tiny little squares in the top that say
Yeah.
like kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, and then the rest is like ham shack or garage or whatever.
How many have their shack larger than their main bedroom on the stream?
Probably not many.
Mine's technically, I think mine's bigger, but mine's not a main bedroom downstairs. So, are
Yeah, I'm sitting in a
I think this
8 by
camera
12.
looks way better.
you in a?
Well,
you're in
yeah.
The lighting is a little harsh.
And it's not. It's just. There's a torsier over here and a torsier over there. That's it. But yeah, the lighting.
It might
is-
be the color
it's
balance.
garbage.
You might need to get in there and do some white balancing.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Maybe the gamma.
All right.
Well, here,
You're-
if
you're
you
in
don't
the
want to
shed,
do
aren't
it,
you, Joe
set
Brett?
it to auto white balance if you can do that.
Do it.
Yeah,
You're in a shed, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I can't do that stuff in OBS. There's
yes,
no.
you can. There's a color
not a
correction
lot.
filter in there.
Yeah. You just right click on the video feed and go to filters and then add color correction.
Color correction.
Yep.
Well, I'll be damned.
On audio video filters,
Sure.
there is no
right
color
click
correction.
on the right
There's
click on the
color.
camera, go to
You gotta
filters,
add it.
Correction.
add color correction.
Yeah, but
That's
then
it.
like, there's your
Well, that goes to-
contrast.
Hell, that's better.
There.
Whoa!
That's it.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Watch your eyes.
Actually, that's
That's a
That's-
little
But
bit
it's
better.
kind of
That's
little
a
bit
dark
better.
check
That's
here,
it.
man.
No,
Oh,
go back the other way.
that's the default.
There.
that's
Paint your
default.
head, Mike. Paint
That's
your head.
literally no changes at all.
Yeah, it's better now.
No. I mean,
Put your hand over your forehead a second.
it does bring out your eyes.
Yeah,
Those are beautiful eyes, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah, what are you doing
funny.
later, Mike?
Yeah.
I know. I think it looks exactly the same, but whatever.
it looks different on your screen than it does on ours too.
Perhaps.
Apparently, he's got a gas station monitor at his house.
Don't be
This is a
trying to
high-tech
shade.
1080 screen I'm looking at here.
1080, huh? Hey, Joseph,
Yeah.
that's awesome, man.
Joseph,
Joseph.
we're looking. I don't know where Chris is. It would be nice if he was here, but thank you.
You're not worried about getting shut down for this music?
No.
He's licensed it.
Oh, I missed it. Hey, how did you get those? How do you get the chat messages pop up on your stream?
I've got the plug-in for the chat room, so I just load the chat room into my. So I
You're
can-
using StreamYard, right? Not
From
OBS.
YouTube.
I'm using OBS into StreamYard, so I still control all my feeds. That's why I can switch. I can switch all my feeds.
I'm
Only
sorry,
sometimes.
Streamlabs. I meant to say Streamlabs OBS, right?
No, I don't use Streamlabs anymore. Just regular OBS.
No slobs. What a stupid
I'm just
name
doing
for a
this to
product.
flex I'm just flexing my black flipper right there.
Nice. That flipper's awesome. I want to play with one, but I don't know what I do with it after the first 5 minutes.
The black one is unobtainium. That's I'm showing off a little bit there. It was only available on Kickstarter. I'm using my white one right now because I bought two. That's a pager that someone sent me randomly in a box from like a cheesecake factory, and I'm trying to figure out how to hack it so that I can get seated faster.
Nice.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that, but I do want to figure out how it works.
Hey guys, I got a new
have
camera.
you-
Can you help me out with my camera too?
It's a
Have you
Smurf Vision over there.
If you've got
He's on that silver nitrate, is what he is. He's been.
If you've
taking
got
too much
if you've got VHF and UHF in the car, have you ever parked out the front
Colloidal
of a
silver. I've
restaurant?
been taking colloidal silver instead of
That's
getting
right.
vaccinated.
That's right. 'Cause that and fish antibiotics.
Hey, fish
If you-
antibiotics is a serious thing, though.
That's true.
with those
That and horse
those-
tranquilizers.
those pages, have you ever parked out the front of a restaurant and you can hear them going off, the noise on your radio before?
Oh yeah.
When they start going off?
Are we live streaming?
That's all right.
Josh?
Just speak up. It's all right. We can't hear you. It's all good.
Aren't kids the greatest?
Go, scram. Get out.
Beat it, kid. You bother me.
They're bugging me about Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
That's an important thing.
T.O., you're in the 1950s, mate.
He looks like he's on the Andy Griffith show.
T.O.
Right. Y'all come back
Looks
now.
like,
You
looks
hear?
like Gomer Pyle over there.
Go my pie. Shazam, Shazam.
Hey Josh, have you tried like a replay attack on that pager?
I've got a set of sub-gig scripts that will run through like a brute force. It'll run through all the codes possible. The problem is, we've got band allocations, and it turns out that the pager, I think, runs in the 440-ish megahertz, and this flipper, they have restrictions that you can't transmit in the 430 space. So I think it's probably because it's an FCC business. Like, I don't know. I gotta look into it more.
Well, you should have an FCC ID on that thing, right? Even if it's Part 15, it wouldn't be. It should have. It doesn't do any harmful interference. Part 15 certification. You could look that up, and it would tell you what frequencies it operates on.
Yeah, it does. Well, I mean, I've got the backplate that has the model number, and I've already been looking at it. And it says it operates in for 140 something.
Gotcha.
I just got to figure out how to get the flipper to transmit in that space. We'll see. There's 2 pager companies that have already had like all their codes dumped and the flippers all run on them. This one is like some old pager that I guess hasn't been dumped yet. So I don't know.
It probably expects a certain signature in the signal too. It's not just like 100,000. It's not like a 1K tone, right?
Right. Yeah. And that it's got all the dumps have all the codes, and it just runs through them all until it blows them up.
Gotcha.
I've opened a lot of Tesla charging ports. I'll tell you that much.
Free fuel.
Quiet crowd.
So have you got any tips, Josh, for some of us lower folk in growing our channels to get the lofty 200,000, 250,000 milestones? Mike
Consistency and thumbnails and titles. Always the top 3.
Crap at
right?
all of them.
Yeah,
Actually, your thumbnails have been really good lately, Mike. They're fantastic.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, Mike's been working on them a lot.
Did you want to see one here that I made? This one?
I haven't seen that one tonight.
Oh, here, let me show you again. Yeah, I'm trying to crack that YouTube algorithm. That freaking KMR 400 video is doing fantastic.
Yeah, sometimes it's the weirdest stuff that just takes off, and you kind of just like, oh, I guess I'm going to do more of that.
Yeah, I published it Friday at 3 p.m. and it's got like 8,000 views now.
Oh wow,
nice.
Yeah, it's crazy. Let's go to the analytics. It's gained me 27 subscribers.
Nice.
From that video alone.
There's been a recent push for people to, or when you make videos, is to focus on your click-through rate. And if you got a high click-through rate on a certain, video, then you probably should do more things like that.
What's a good click-through? Because click-through rate is different depending on what your niche is. Like, obviously, someone like an entertainment channel like Mr. Beast would have a massively high click-through rate.
Right.
But for ham radio, it's an interesting thing. Like, what is a good click-through rate? I don't know what would be good.
I don't know. You kind of like the way I would approach it is use yourself as the example. Just like
get a better click-through rate than you did last time. Right.
Right. Yeah. Like sort by click-through rate and then make more of that.
Well, mine's saying
and then
6.1%.
audience retention. Audience retention is also a major important factor. I don't know what mine is. Hold on. I don't know.
Well, I that's one thing that I've been practicing is trying to get this higher and higher. So just competing against yourself rather than competing against others, but it's just interesting to know what others would be. Because ham radio is not really let's be honest, ham radio is not really a clickable thing, is it?
Whoa. Like, extreme POTA, though. I mean, that is...
What's extreme POTA?
We're going to POTA.
Underwater shark riding.
We're
using.
Right. It's like...
POTA with the sharks.
Right.
Maybe we need to rip off, something like Mr. Beast does, and like last one to take his hand off the rig,
Everybody's got to hold the PTT down forever.
Right. Last one to blow up their amp, dead keying their radio.
Last to let go of the PTT button.
Most RF burns wins.
Yeah.
Well, see,
you gotta grab the antenna.
See, didn't Gigaparts? They did that at their at Huntsville. At Huntsville, that looked pretty cool. Like a lot of people would have fun doing that.
What were they? I don't remember what they were doing to give away what it was, but they had somebody. They had there because there was. Yeah. I don't know. There was 3 or 4 people holding buttons down or something.
Jason had it on his channel. I know he showed that.
Yeah, they had a rig where they had to hold their hand up and hold a handle that had a PTT on it, and it once they let it go, the machine said, you let go and you were out, kind of thing.
Out.
Thank you, Arthur.
See, I knew it was coming.
He needs some milk. Just what I needed.
So I think your click-through rate is higher than mine.
Is it? Yeah, but it also too depends on impressions too, because your impressions is probably like 10 times the size of mine.
But it depends on how many videos you have out there getting impressions too, right? So
yeah.
Right.
the thing I would expect a law of averages, if you got videos that are 10 years old that people have already seen a few times, they're not going to click on them if they get presented again.
Like
that's a good
inside a
point.
video.
Yeah.
That'll make cider,
So
right?
if you were doing videos, Hayden, it'd be higher.
Oh, shut up.
So my impressions are 4.7 million.
For the last 28 days?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Jesus.
Not doing too bad then. 1.5 million.
Where are you seeing this?
You have to use a computer. You have to use a computer there, Mike.
Yeah. Go to content under analytics and go to videos and then, or whatever. You can do all. Oh, so my all impressions are higher. That was just videos. Oh, sorry. 8.3 million. I'm sorry. I take it back. When you look at all.
1.4.
Well, 1.5.
Now, you're looking at videos, though. Click on all and then scroll down a little bit.
1.7.
Is this going to show my revenue, son?
No. Right there.
Don't want to be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Don't want to be embarrassed about how little I earn.
Right.
Yeah. It's interesting. There's so much data in here. Sometimes you get a bit overwhelmed, but
yeah, it can be daunting.
I know I got a boost from that What's Plaguing Ham Radio video, so that's probably inflating my figures a little bit.
Jack in the shop asks, will it hurt your channel to remove old videos? Not really, but
You've been doing that, haven't you, Ape?
Yes, I've been doing it for a while, but in the last 90 days, I've probably taken down 50 videos.
You will show a dip on Social Blade if you do that.
Yeah, I know.
That's not a big deal. Nobody cares.
I could care less.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oddly enough, though, the algorithm is so weird sometimes. You'll get a video that's like 10 years old, and all of a sudden it'll get trending for some reason. It's really weird.
Well, see, it depends. Like if you do a video 10 years ago, and it's based off of something for the holidays, you might get a bump every Christmas time, right? And then,
100%.
And then go away. Or it could just even be something that the last time, I don't know, maybe you did something when the Super Bowl happened in a certain city or something like that. And now it's going to happen again. That could cause it to turn up in search. But one of the things that I think I was having a problem with is that I was having videos that were old, that were very popular outside of ham radio, that were getting presented to people who are hams. And they're not clicking on those, and that hurts my overall click-through rate, which is one of the key metrics. So that I've removed a ton of that stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Now, did you just privatize it?
Some of them I just deleted because I didn't care. Yeah, some of them I marked private, and then some of them are marked unlisted.
I'm curious if that's going to help you out, because that would be interesting. Because I got a ton of old videos. I've been on YouTube for over 10 years, right? So
yeah, well, I used to get tons of stuff like your Jollibee video, right?
Yeah.
Like I used to get presented a lot of that stuff, and I never clicked it, so I don't get presented it anymore. But I would imagine that I don't think you have to worry about it, but I would imagine that it does have a negative impact, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't even think about that.
Talking about old videos, this is the one that I did on Whisper with the MH370.
Yeah, that was great.
It got onto a that started trending again in the news, and then there's a boost there, and then it got onto the news again, and another boost there. So yeah,
once CNN hit it,
this is, and that's not a very good video either. But
didn't they want to? Didn't somebody contact you about using that in the news?
Not in using it about in the news. The guy who made the claims wanted to do like a "this is why I'm right" type video.
A debate.
Or a debate. Yeah, that's it.
I did we had a hailstorm just come out of nowhere in the summer. This is like 10 years ago. And I ran outside with my phone and I started taping it and I uploaded it to YouTube. And then the next day I had all these emails, and one of them was Weather Channel wanted to use the footage. And I told them, I said, yeah, you can use it, but you have to credit the Smoking Ape with the footage. And they wouldn't agree to it. And they're like, you don't want us to use it? And I was like, I just told you could, but it sounds like you don't want to.
And videos, this one that John says, this is by far my worst video on my entire channel. And it's got like over 100,000 views. It's ridiculous. And it's just skyrocketing.
It's weird like that sometimes.
and it's bad because it's not it. People, I think they watch it and then they think, wow, this is really, because what it is it's basically I live in a rental and it's running Ethernet cable from one side of the house to the other because I needed a hardwired connection. Right. So all I did was I was like, one day I was like, hey, I'm just going to do a video on using these little clips that you can buy and you can just stick them down and you can just run the cable covertly, run it along the side of the thing. I don't really care. No one really cares about this. But
groundbreaking stuff there.
Groundbreaking stuff. And then I think people watch it for one. They're like, oh, yeah, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that. Or others will watch it and go, that looks horrible, man. I'd be drilling holes. I'd be doing this. And
he does his American accent when he does that.
But you,
do it again. Do it again, Hayden.
I'd be drilling holes. I'd be running the cables through the wall. I'd be knocking that wall down.
That's not bad.
That's like Creole New York or something. I don't know.
He's got a good.
So bad.
You have a good country person that you were doing like. You're like my insulin pump. Go and do it.
Oh, my insulin pump. Thank you, Hayden Sims. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member.
Yeah, keep it going.
What is up, y'all? How's it going? Welcome to Tank Radio. Wait, you're on camera.
Hello, Tank. How are you?
Doing all right. I just landed in Salt Lake and got to the hotel and spun up a stream. I'm going to start here in half by the 6:30ish Texas time. And I think I got everything in place. So I was like, I have some spring time. I'll come over here and talk to y'all and congratulate you. I keep looking up because that's where I expect the camera is, but it's down here. Congratulate you, Hayden, on 25,000 subscribers?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, man. That's an awesome achievement. A quarter away there to that play button.
Yeah, the silver play button. Is it all that is it all that it's cracked up to be, Josh?
I've dropped mine a couple of times.
Well, you've loaded yours up on. I tried yours on HF too.
I did. I made a contact loading it up for 20 meters, I think, or so. No, actually, whatever I could get. I think it was 10, but I don't remember. Yeah, it's. I mean, I think I like the older ones better when it was actually like framed and they had like a metal thing. This is like it's a little on the cheaper side.
Is it? What is it made out of? Like, other people cut them open and stuff, and
it's aluminium.
It's like aluminum, a foam. It's like a foam board that they have put like a metal applique on all the sides to make it look like it's metal.
Sticker.
Okay. Oh, so it's cheap then.
They've cheaped out a bit on it. Yeah.
The ruby
Remember
one's
when they used to be real silver?
No, what's the next one for $1 million?
Gold.
Is that ruby? Gold.
Gold.
And then diamond is the one with the ruby that like PewDiePie or whatever have. And Mr. Beast.
Well, you're not that far away from that one. So.
Oh, yeah. Oddly enough, though, I was at HRO, and I bumped in, this was yesterday, and I bumped into the guy. So I don't know if anybody saw this. Like 4 years ago, I recorded a live stream at Ham Radio Outlet of somebody getting married in the Ham Radio Outlet.
Oh, yeah.
And I bumped into him, and he was like, man, he's like, yeah, you got a couple more subscribers since you did that wedding. And I was like, yeah. He's like, you were at 30,000 subscribers when you did that wedding.
Wow.
So I was like, really? He's like,
Tio, he's the guy that's in our stream all the time on Coffee and Ham Radio.
With Rose.
Marty and Rosa.
Yeah.
Yep, Marty and Rose.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
When I started to do YouTube or started to do it seriously, you're about, I think you're only about 50,000 or 45,000 or something.
Yeah. So, that was probably 2018 or something. Yeah.
What's it like being hounded by all the fans when you're going around California? Do you get like
sign autographs
in the street?
So much paparazzi and
people want selfies with you.
Did they snap your photo?
2022 was the first time that people have actually randomly stopped me. The really weird one. Yeah. I was in Big Bear, California at a Vaughn's, and some dude like kind of did the double take and stopped and then said, "Are you a ham radio operator?" And I said,
"Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God."
He's like, "I want. Do you make videos?" And I was like, I do. And he's like, "Oh my God, this is crazy." It's like it's a blizzard outside.
God, it's Josh.
And I'm like, oh man, that's awesome. Big Bear's pretty cool for ham radio because high elevation and stuff like that. And then he starts asking me all kinds of ham radio questions, which was fun. My wife's like, we gotta go, babe. Let's go. I gotta cook dinner. Let's go.
Did you get attacked at Huntsville at any?
Yeah, physically, I got stabbed twice. No,
I didn't mean that. Did you have randos coming up to you at Huntsville walking around? Because I mean, dude, you are kind of YouTube ham famous.
No, we all do. If you go to a ham fest, everyone will stop and say hi to you.
Yeah.
And the thing that I have learned is I always say, yeah, absolutely. Walk with me as I go to the next thing that I have to get to. Because if you stop, that's it. Right. You're done.
It's like Christ. Christ when he was walking across Israel.
Yeah, carry my cross for me as we go to the other side of the.
You see Josh at Hamvention with about 300 people just walking all.
No.
Well, I was curious because Steve and I ran around together most of that time, and we had more than a few people come up to us, and I thought, Jesus, I got a tiny channel.
To Steve,
it's awesome because I mean it's
probably.
Yes, Joe, it was you.
They're all watching everybody's videos, right? Our community is small enough that everybody's watching the videos. In my case, a part of the reason why I think I got some more subscribers is because I did all the videos with like Modern Rogue and Mike and all them, Mike Glover, and I did a freaking TV show. So, it's like, I think it's just I have a wider net, I guess, that I've casted in some areas, and that's why there's a bit more,
Yeah, the only person to talk to me at the Hamfest is the security guys.
Right.
You'd have to show up to the Hamfest first.
Hey, I've been to
I was about to
Hamfest,
say, Abe, come on.
And I'm like, now's the perfect time to go because I can wear my mask. Before when I wore the mask, I would get in trouble, but now I can do that.
You got 8 masks? 8 masks? 8 masks.
But the last big one I went to was Orlando in 19. And
what, 1919?
That was before they postponed it.
Yeah. That was the beginning. It's the beginning of 19.
When's the next one you're going?
I don't know.
Because this will determine.
Come down to Orlando in February.
This will determine when I come over and say hello, because I'm not going to a Hamfest if you're not going to be there.
Well, we'll have to look at the calendar.
Have to talk to your manager.
Yeah.
Do you have a manager?
I do. I've got a whole team. I've got a publicist. I've got a social media person. I've got a millennial consultant to tell me.
A millennial consultant.
Right.
Do they fact check do they fact check the flat Earth comments as well for you?
No.
Before posting on social media?
They know that we believe in the natural world and how things actually work, and they're all fine with it.
We're purely observation based in our
Mike, did you just do the peel live on air then?
It wasn't over the actual lens. I was thinking it might be, but yeah.
I swear you just peeled the plastic.
Yeah.
It's even more blurry now.
How I look. Ape, if you see me in person, you would know I'm just a naturally blurry person.
Have you two never met in person?
You're oscillating.
We have not met in person, no.
Wow, that blows my mind.
Although he tells me I was his first, probably his last, sideband contact.
What?
we had a phone contact a few years ago.
We had a brief moment.
Yeah. the ape and the mic got together on the air.
I got K0APE in my ham alert as well, but it never pops up.
Well, this was an email sked. This was before ham alert.
It might have been text message. I can't remember.
No,
BBS.
I don't think we exchanged phone numbers yet.
Well, what was funny is I texted you and you were live streaming, and I didn't realize that you had your iMessage on your laptop, I guess, that you were using at the time. And somebody else, I saw a notification pop up on your screen. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's going to pop up because it would say, the ape and then my phone number. And then I was like, I didn't want everybody to call me.
Yeah, your name definitely doesn't say the ape in my phone.
Ape.
I have your Christian name in my phone.
Yeah, Walter.
Tuning up.
Ape has a Christian name.
Yeah.
Walter Schmidt.
Yep. And then,
Walter Sobchak.
But you changed the screen or something like that. I was like, whew.
I don't remember that.
Hey,
Yeah.
I actually did I did a Ham Alert live. I did a live stream showing Ham Alert, and I actually had to physically blur out your call sign name. Because I was scrolling back through the edits just before I was about to upload it, and I was like, I better just remove that.
Yeah. It's hard work, to be honest with you.
To be anonymous.
Yeah.
In ham radio.
To be a nobody.
We have
not hard, is it?
We have
I'm
a
the most
local
famous
repeater
nobody
owner.
you ever heard of.
Yeah. No one's ever heard of you. Yeah.
We got a local repeater owner that he doesn't use his call sign on the air. They all call him
Because
BB.
everyone know who he is.
I'm not sure how he gets away with it, but
I would be surprised somebody doesn't come and yell at him over that.
Hey, is the infamous repeater in that's in California, isn't it? What's the one where just everyone just jumps on it and just talks about anything they want?
I think it's like K6 nut, which is apropos.
What's the mountain?
Oh, I don't know. Mount Disappointment is one of my favorite.
Mount Wilson or something? I can't remember.
I don't remember where it's at. It's probably Wilson because it's a screamer. It's really loud.
I just know
Wilson.
I know they stream it. They literally just stream it, and you listen to it for 5 minutes on the internet, and it's crazy.
Yeah, it's on Broadcastify. You can look it up.
Yeah. Yep.
That's hilarious.
Fellas, I'm going to bail. Hayden, congratulations. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, Jim. When's your stream tank? In 5 minutes, is it?
5 minutes. If y'all want to come over and join, it's just going to be a channel update, and we're just going to be talking about my channel and some stuff coming down the pipe.
Cool.
Yep. So you're more welcome
Fellas,
to
I'll see you guys.
move on over there.
See you, Jim. Thanks everyone for joining.
Why is Frank in Salt Lake City?
Work. Not related. I know it's a disappointment.
Big ham community.
Did you bring a radio with you?
Yes, and it was
Did you bring all parts of the radio.
Yeah. I the radio is all in one HT working piece.
Did you charged it?
Yes, I will prove that on air next stream. There's the cliffhanger. 7:30.
There's a lot of repeaters in Salt Lake. Have you got it all loaded up for Salt Lake?
I have the repeater book, and I'm going to use that on my phone.
There you go.
I can program it. I know how to hand program an Baofeng HT. I definitely got majority of the radios out there now.
Who's got bad audio?
It's me. I'm sorry. Let me mute.
Somebody's transmitting some FT8 in the background.
Yeah. Someone's on the air.
He's making a deal right now. He's closing it out.
I'm going to go
He's sending that iMessage.
7-3, y'all.
See you,
See you,
Frank.
It was me.
Well,
My
thank you,
cell phone sets off my microphone for some reason.
I thought my
You've
headphones
still got
were
one
going
that's
through.
like 10 years ago, don't you? An old
You
phone?
know the reason.
I got a flip phone.
It's got a razor.
Flip phone.
Call that
Yeah,
a feature
you
phone.
don't. I didn't get one of those phones that has the GPS tracking device where they can keep tabs on everywhere you go.
That's right.
Hang
Hello.
on.
Is this the smoking ape?
Mike's
That's
mom's
right.
calling him. Hold on.
Yeah. This is my mom's phone.
Oh,
No,
nice.
well, he did get a phone call earlier on in the show, and he didn't answer it. We were very disappointed.
Yeah. No, it was my old bandmate from Virginia, actually.
Ah. All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for joining in this live stream. I think I stumbled through it.
Thanks for having us.
Congratulations.
And congratulations.
Yeah,
again.
congrats.
Thanks. And the next one will be Mike, I think. Mike or Ape.
I'm
One of
getting
you are
there.
going to reach a
Close.
milestone soon.
What do you?
I'm at 23,636 now.
Nice.
That's pretty precise number there. You guys,
I'm looking
track
at
it.
I'm looking at the analytics.
24/7 live feed of what he's got.
Refresh
It's
it,
just running
refresh,
in the
refresh.
background.
He's got a ticker in there on the window.
Yeah, a flappy ticker.
I ran a little program on a Raspberry Pi. It just projects my subscribers on the wall.
It's a module that Kyle put together for Node Red.
For Node Red, yeah.
Nice.
It's in the Geocron.
It also sends an APRS icon to out and just has a live update. What are you up to, Ape? How many subscribers are you up to?
I'm about 100 and change shy of 40K. So, Should be hitting that relatively soon.
Maybe over the hill.
I'm not gonna have a party though. I just don't like the
Why
attention.
not?
I'm a shy guy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not.
I don't know. I'm pretty.
Well,
pretty
I'll
reserved.
host a party for you then.
You
All right.
host a party. All right.
Not
Okay. Well,
invited.
I'll send it. I'll have my publicist contact you with their. Oh my.
No, screw them. You just come straight over, all right? I don't want to deal with all that bureaucracy again. It was hard the first time.
Send the PR package over, Abe, so you can,
Yeah.
he knows your bullet
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah, and send half of your 40,000 over as well.
No, they don't listen to me.
No. You're lucky we do. All right. See you guys. Thank you for joining in 73.
Bye, everybody.